Welcome to the stream, everybody. Um, what are we watching? What are we doing? What are we here for, Chris?
We're crossing those star horizons.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Star-crossed horizons. A homebrew campaign set in the world of Galarian. And we just picked it up again 2 weeks ago. Our first session back. So I'm pretty excited. I know you guys are just completely stoked. I'm not even going to ask you. So, you know. But yeah, before we jump into some no cap recap and some game-based discussion question, I do have a smoking hot discussion question for you guys. Are you ready?
Bring it.
Stoked, I'm told.
What 5 items do you like to keep in your fridge at all times?
My fridge?
Yeah. What are your staples? Your fridge staples?
Now, I could go first because I don't even have 5 items in my fridge. So I
That's
just
upsetting. It's mustard, isn't it? You've got mustard in your fridge.
no. I
Okay.
have string cheese and I have soda, and that's it. That's the only thing in my fridge.
String cheese and soda?
Yep. I got nothing else there.
Every time
Well,
I learn something about you, it
you
just
become more and more
increases the
concerned.
concern, confused.
I don't really have a chance to cook at home, and anything I cook at home is usually not from the fridge. It's from either the cupboard or the freezer. So in the fridge, that's it.
Well, I say let's expand it to the freezer because I'm okay with
Uh,
it. You know, a lot of fridges are like a combo deal. So, you know, fridge,
Yeah.
freezer. What do you got in the freezer, Six?
uh, I usually have some frozen meal of some sort. I
Okay,
like my
what's your
my
brand?
go-to is sort of it's the generic store brand. It's chicken Alfredo.
Generic
Uh,
store brand chicken Alfredo?
yeah, there's a store brand like
Minnesota
TV
has
dip.
store brand. I don't think we have any store brand.
Yeah. Oh, like it. We got a bunch of store brand stuff up here.
Not for, I
Uh,
mean, obviously we have a lot of things, but like, I don't think I've seen any frozen food, like TV dinner. Am I crazy, Chris? I can't think of anything.
Well, not off the top of my head. My son really likes those. What are they? I think they're like mega meals or something.
Oh, is it
Um,
like the Hungry Man?
yeah, the big like
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
yeah, he likes that uh buffalo mac and cheese one.
Oh no, that's what is that? I don't think it's Hungry Man. I think
There's a couple of different
it's
ones.
like Banquet or something makes that
In
one, but it's a
banquet, yeah,
different.
that sounds right. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, just like a bowl instead of like a
Right.
school lunch tray.
Yeah. Let's go to B Will, because we've learned that Six is like a vampire for cheese, I think. So
Living that, loving that bachelor life. It sounds like.
that's got to be.
hey
So
man,
I'm
I
not too
can't go.
far. Yeah, I'm not too far different there from Six. I've got mustard, ketchup,
I knew it was going to be mustard.
shredded cheese, um, cheese slices, and milk. And if we add in the freezer part, uh, the little Tennessee Pride sausage biscuits,
Mm.
Mm.
Okay.
and that's it.
I would like to defend myself slightly. I don't use condiments on things. It's not that I wouldn't buy condiments. It's that I don't use them.
So if you did buy them, they just sit
They
there.
would be in the fridge. Yeah, they just sit in the fridge. And I guess they would always be in the fridge.
Yeah,
It would be.
you could buy them for your guests. You know.
Curiouser and
You only have to get
curiouser.
you only have to get rid of them like every 2 years. They usually last that long.
Yeah, they last forever.
Mustard lasts a real long time,
Mustard
especially if
forever.
you never
Mayo,
open it.
maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ketchup, but,
So I'm not a big fan of ketchup. Um, just probably because it's so common.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
I like
but I
ketchup, but
do.
only for like I like it on for fries and on burgers along with mayo, and that's pretty much the extent of my ketchup experience.
Yeah,
I
I
want
like it on
ketchup on,
burgers, but if I have anything else to dip fries in, I will.
Yeah.
I want
My
it on my
favorite.
fries, I want it on my tots, I want it on my burger, I want it on my hot dog, I want it on my
Hot dog,
barbecue.
yeah.
I
I
want
do
I
Yeah.
ketchup
I
on a
want
hot dog.
I want
I
ketchup
don't
on
do
my
it on
ketchup.
barbecue,
I don't do it
but
on
I mean, it's
barbecue
in the
either. I was
sauce.
just I was just saying, yeah, it's in the sauce.
It's
I just
different
saying.
though, and I
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
do not put ketchup on my beans.
Oh,
No,
gross.
Some
Who
people
does
are
that?
beans,
just.
but
Uh,
I
Some
know some
people are
I don't
people.
really sick.
so
Yeah,
I agree with you, Chris.
yeah.
Chris, tell us about your 5 items in the fridge or freezer.
Fridge or freezer. I've got a filtered water pitcher in the
Nice.
freezer, which once I get the new fridge, that won't be an issue anymore. So there's always like cold water.
Right.
Bacon
Mm.
is a staple.
Bacon's good.
Yeah, yeah, especially when I'm on that low carb life, unlike this week.
On those weeks, you eat like Six does, string cheese and bacon.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you should try string cheese. It works for low carb really well.
it does, and I do like it. But I also
There's a
you know,
limit.
any kind of generic cheese stick. I say generic cheese, any kind of cheese stick flavor, um, uh, pepper jack or cheddar or Colby Jack or something like that, as well as various blocks of cheese.
Yeah, pepper jack's my favorite cheese stick.
Mm. And
I like
then
a good pepper jack.
usually some kind of soda
Mm.
of the zero variety. My Walmart and I think a lot of Walmarts they must have started making it again. Now carry Dr Pepper Zero again.
Hmm. That sounds
Um,
disgusting.
oh, it is amazing. It's the opposite of disgusting.
I've never had it. I mean, Diet Dr. Pepper, I think, is one of the better diets of the diets, but I don't think I like Dr. Pepper Zero.
Oh
I
my!
think.
See, I'm the opposite. I don't like any of the diet. The only diet drink that I've liked was Diet Mountain Dew. The rest of them taste too much like aspartame. When the zeros came out, that aftertaste was non-existent, and I like it a lot better. It tastes to me more like a regular one should or does.
You could have just stopped at it tastes like ass. You don't have to put the
Yeah,
protein in there.
Diet Coke
I
for sure.
Chris did remind me of something else that's frequently in my fridge, which is chicken breast. I just haven't
Hmm.
had any else.
Nice.
I actually prefer chicken thighs,
Those are good too.
but yeah, I like the thighs because they got a little bit better flavor, and they're usually not as dry, depending on how you cook them.
Yeah.
Yeah, cooking chicken breast is an art form to have
Hmm.
good chicken breast. It's really it can be tricky.
Now,
Chicken
if I'm
thighs are much more like forgiving, you know.
yeah, yeah, like if I pull out the chicken breasts, it's because I'm going to cube it or shred it or something.
Right, yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I'm just going to
I
eat like
usually shred it.
yeah, and even then you have to be careful because if you don't cook, even if you don't cook it right, shredding it, it can still be tough.
Yeah, you can still get like really dry, tough shredded
Yeah,
chicken.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, let's see. I think for me, um,
oh, and usually some kind of beer or alcohol.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say, yeah,
yeah.
that's my first staple. There's always beer in this fridge over here. Um,
and it rhymes.
Always beer in the fridge over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A collection of cheeses. I'll just use that cheese as one item
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
I like to
Same.
have cubes, sticks, shreds, blocks, like whatever slices. Always American cheese, and then usually I'll have like something else, because if I want to have like
You know,
grilled cheese or something, it's got to be American.
Tev, you could get any of those with just a block and a knife. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. All
A
the different
block, a
and
knife,
cheaper.
and a hell of a lot more effort. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Which I'm not interested in.
Now, uh, when I am doing the low carb life, I do not buy shredded cheese because a lot of times they'll put like flour in it to keep it from clumping up,
they use
and that's a no no
what do
or
they
something.
use? Yeah, it's like oh crap, I can't remember what it is, but yeah, it is like
Hmm.
a carby kind of thing.
Yeah.
I
So,
should remember what it is. Yeah, and I mean that's why like if you're making anything like a cheese based sauce or something like that, you should always use block cheese because
yeah.
that stuff they dust it with messes with the way it melts.
Hmm.
I always
Um,
call that stuff sawdust.
yeah,
Probably not that far off.
yeah. So other than a variety of cheeses and beers, I always have uh sour cream, salsa. Yeah, those two. Sour cream and salsa. Um, to be used on either haystacks or frozen burritos. Frozen burritos will
Mm,
be another item. Um, and then I'm gonna say, what would be the last item that I always have? Hmm. Damn. I mean, I usually try to keep an assortment of like frozen meals. I get tired of them very quickly. So I'll try to have like different stuff and I'll like order different things. But usually Marie Callender's is like my favorite brand of frozen meal just because usually it's like doesn't have weird tasting stuff. Like a lot of like especially the chicken in most frozen meals just tastes awful to me. And including Marie Callender's chicken, but it's at least it's not as bad. So
yeah.
I usually
yeah,
don't get
I eat it
chicken
all the time.
things.
I agree. I agree. It does taste awful.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
my favorite thing from Marie Calendar are the pot pies.
yeah. They have great
Those
pot pies.
ginormous, they're so good, and they microwave really well.
Hmm.
Amazingly enough,
Yeah, they actually come out like kind of flaky and
yeah,
not soggy at all.
yeah.
Yeah, those are really good. That's one of my favorites of theirs.
If
Um,
we if we were to count cheese as one item, then I have one additional item that I always have on hand,
I'll allow
and
it.
it's Wolf brand chili.
Mm,
Ooh, that's
that's
a
a
good
good
one.
brand. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Well, and they also isn't it Wolf that has like a variety of different chili flavors? Like they have
Mm-hmm.
like 5 or 6 different like
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
specialty
I mean,
varieties.
I think so. The one I keep on hand is always just the no beans because I like making chili dogs a
Mm.
lot.
Oh,
I don't make them as much now that I'm on the GLP-1 or whatever, but,
mm,
if
Oh,
I may not eat all day, and if I just need to eat because I haven't eaten, I can crack open a can of chili and I can eat it without being
right.
tired of it, you know?
well,
You know
speaking
what's
of
a good
which,
chili? Costco's Kirkland's brand chili, phenomenal. It has beans in it, so not so great for like chili dogs, but as like just an
yeah.
eating chili, fantastic.
Now, instead of doing chili dogs, I like to buy the Johnsonville jalapeno cheddar brats. They're more like a
Hmm.
smoked sausage,
Yeah.
and doing chili with over that like a chili dog.
Mm. Yeah. That's a good
But I was
idea.
gonna
I don't
say,
think I've ever done that.
Brian, the uh, the wife finally got referred for a sleep study to see if we can get back on the shot. Or
I got mine
yeah,
back. It took 3 months for well, no, it's
yeah.
May, and I've been back on it a month and a half, so, yeah, it took 3 months to get back on
Nice.
it.
We've been off of it. She's been off of it. I don't know how long, and the doctor, bless his heart, kept like what's the other one? Not the Wegovy. The
Manjaro.
original, no, the
Zepbound.
original one. No, Zepbound's what we're going back to. That's the one that's worked for the Ozempic.
Ozempic. Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, and it didn't work for her like the Zepbound did.
Okay.
I've noticed it's not been quite as effective, but I had to start all the way back at the low dose, and I'm having to ramp back up each month. So
Mm,
I started on the low dose, and I am back to the 5 mg right now. I got one more of those, and then I'll go back to then I'll go up to the 7.5, and then to the 10, and then to the 15. I think I don't remember where it goes,
yeah.
but yeah, got to ramp back up to the 15. So, but I
Okay.
have noticed that it's helped a lot with the
Mhm.
food noise. But we've
Yeah.
talked so much about food, I'm freaking hungry now.
You
Well,
know it's gonna happen every Friday night, baby. Every other Friday
I
night, I
know.
guess.
I mean, why? That's my question for the next time I run. Why do we always talk about fucking food?
Because it's my
Can't we
favorite
Well,
talk
discussion.
I
about
don't.
something else?
I prefer to eat it, but yeah.
I mean, maybe I could think of something non-food related for next time. We'll see.
Well, I will say that we tried doing a lot of non-food related questions during Rune Lords, and apparently those questions suck.
Yeah, I mean, that's one reason we go for the food is because people respond to food questions. People
Yeah,
like the
they
food
do.
questions.
People do
Um,
like the food questions.
so,
I'll start
yeah,
doing food questions in my game.
there you go. Yeah. Ask them. You got to start with the most important food question, which is what's your favorite Taco Bell item? And then you branch out. You say, what's your favorite fast food item in general? That's just, not trying to give away all the secrets here, but that's how you do it.
And Mexican
I was
pizza.
thinking of doing aggressive food questions, like what's a Taco Bell item that you think is horrible?
All of it.
Question. B will get out of here.
See, we already starting fights, and it's not even my game yet.
Wow. Incredible.
Yep. Yep.
What I just
I
mean-
heard is Six is going to run a Friday night campaign for us.
That's right.
That's what I heard
right.
too. The problem with 6 running the game though is we have to switch over to fantasy grounds, and
No, he's got to learn Foundry. Those are the rules. I believe in 6.
Hey, as long as I don't have to buy Fantasy Grounds, I don't.
Yeah,
players don't have to buy it anymore. That's true.
I'm an old man, and I'm not. Change
It's
is hard for
I
me
sh-
now.
It's getting
I'm
harder and
struggling with
harder
it.
to learn new things.
Yeah,
I struggle with that
Yeah.
fantasy ground. It's definitely a shift.
I
And
try to
I can't believe
keep
I'm
my grounds in my coffee, and not in
Mhm.
my fantasy.
I mean, I don't know how long I've been how long now has it been? 6 have I been playing with y'all? 5 months, 6 months, longer than that? I don't know. I'm just
It's
now
been
to
a
the point.
while.
I've been
Yeah,
playing.
I'm just now to the point where I'm kind of comfortable with the system, and I
I've
still
been
can't find.
playing Foundry for 5+ years now, and I still
5,
don't know it.
Yeah,
I
at least
they
build
keep
it's
changing.
been
They
6
keep
or
changing
more.
it on us.
well, true. But and when you do those, I figured you'd know it a little bit better, Chris, doing the conversion because you have to like set up the maps and do all of that stuff.
I definitely learned how to do maps. I got a cheat code now for when we come back. I found some maps. And once we start those back up, I'm gonna do that dude's Patreon while we're running it. And but they're pretty good maps. I'm Raccoons. I'm impressed with this stuff.
Jacques.
Is that the cool animated maps or?
No, they're not animated, but they're already walled in the doors and stuff. So I just got to go through and like add the extras.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I actually enjoyed putting the walls up on the Foundry module. It was kind of soothing and relaxing, just going click, click.
I did it first, but then it does get tedious, and some of those maps. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I like putting walls up in artificial maps, like buildings and shit. I hate putting walls up in caves.
Yeah.
Where do you draw the line?
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
they have
That's
this
not
thing
a
called
I've ever done.
terrain lines where you draw those lines wherever you want. You could still kind of see, but it blocks things too.
Yeah.
I do have one. I have a secondary discussion question for tonight before we jump into the no cap recap and start playing. Which was, if you've had a chance to read that hot no cap recap that I supplied in the chat just some 30 minutes ago, excuse me, 50 minutes ago, what is something from that recap that you found interesting or were reminded of, or you
I'm
know?
still about half. I got about halfway through it.
So surely you've seen something interesting by now.
The thing
there's
I saw,
there
I had already
was
mentioned, I think.
I
Let
mean,
me
from the
scroll
recap,
back
though,
up.
not from, last week we talked about your favorite thing that you remember.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but that was the thing in the recap that I found that that I liked. I
Huh.
mean,
I was I'm sorry. Reminded about the intricate device, and I had forgotten that we had found some kind of note or something, not necessarily tying it to the druid, but it said something about being. It also said mentioned something about cleansing it. And then I remembered we manipulated it and opened a portal and brought forth it was an ankylosaur that we had to fight.
Hmm.
I'd forgotten about that.
the moose. I'd forgotten about the moose.
Yeah, the
And the
moose.
moose. Yeah.
I think that may have been the session that was left out. I don't think we have recorded where you guys went back and fought the dead moose, the moose ghost.
That could be it.
But yeah, it was like you guys eventually found out that the moose was the druid's animal companion. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I did.
Well, the druid died anyway, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, he was crazy and died,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
the moose was his animal companion. You guys killed him in life and then killed him in death.
that's right. That reminded me of what my next character was going to be after Tavom, an awakened animal moose. I was going to be the reincarnated spirit of that animal companion in a human body or in a sentient body.
Um, I think this at the very end it has like a summary, and this was not summarized by me. But it says, end of chapter 1, major open threads. What exactly happened during the party's missing time? And who acted under their identities? Who built and operated the cloning facility? And how long had Captain Frozenhand been entangled in it? What is the full purpose of the portal device, the grove alterations, and the tunnel project mentioned by the conspirators? What is the truth about Roscoe, the preserved body in the facility, and the version of him the crew has known since the Maelstrom? What does the arrival of the Islandi Star Empire mean for the Shackles, the party, and everything that came before? Not a bad no cap
Yeah.
recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why I was going.
And I went back and rewatched that fight with Captain Frozenhand because I wanted to see
Mm-hmm.
who got the killing blow. And it was not Wesley, it was Bromir.
Oh, okay.
Romir.
Now, however,
No cap
I
recap. No cap recap.
I did get the assist because I spent my turn healing Bromir so that he could stay in the fight.
And that counts.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good captain thing right there.
Right.
That's a good captain thing. That's an example of what not to do if you want to be a bad captain.
Right.
Right there. Yeah.
Sure.
It's something
Sure.
you could do if you want to be an all right captain, but you don't gotta.
True.
Right. Okay, so jumping into our real recap, the true no cap recap. Last time the players we started play again. Six's character, whose name is Takom,
Takum.
came into the underground area to deliver a message. He found the corpse of Svalder, and only later learned that that wasn't really Svalder. The real Svalder is right here the whole time, but not, but kind of, but not.
But not.
And he delivered a message that there's been a murder on board the ship, and that there's kind of like some tensions and some fighting, and he was really urging the captain and the leadership crew to return to the ship so they can help resolve the issue. But at the same time, of course, the captain and his fearless right hand, Mr. Tavom, which is not going to be a problem for me at all between Takum and Tavom.
They're the new
Um,
twins.
yeah. You guys were having a conversation with these weird people that you have met. They're wearing shiny, polished chitinous armor with no eye slits and a red gem in the forehead. They said they're from the Aslanti Star Empire, and that you guys had to, bend the knee or be slaughtered or whatever. But after some discussions, you were able to talk them down from that very extreme position,
Talk
where
them
they were
down.
willing.
Talk
Talk
them
'em?
down.
Okay. All right. Um,
I'm not very good at
and
that.
you guys are the worst. And after that, they agreed to come on board your ship if you will take them to a place where they can get some no-qual in order to effect repairs upon their own ship. So as they were leaving, they activated some sort of like whatever. The captain said, secure the ship, and one of the guys went over and pressed some buttons, and then it appeared there was some humming and stuff. As you guys were leaving the facility, you thought you would make a quick jaunt over to the west to check in on those clones. I guess that was your goal, right? To check in on the clones that you killed before.
I don't know. I just asked
Uh,
what was over there, and everyone decided to go.
Everybody's like, dude,
I
let's go.
s- I seriously thought we left somebody alive over there and we were going to go back and interrogate him some more. But there was
No.
another reason for Tavam to go back over there
Mhm.
because that's where he saw Movat's ghost asking him to put him in a body. And
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. And I feel like character wise, Tavam would not be quite ready to leave.
Yeah, maybe
Um,
not. And you guys did talk about coming right back too before. You just said you're going to go back to the ship, see what's going on, and then come back because you also wanted to go investigate deeper into
yeah,
that location. There was, um, let's see, where. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes here. I'm trying to find the right section. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Um, Because yeah, I believe actually Tavom took that body, which was it was Tavom's body that you found, but or
yeah,
well, that was one of them, but you weren't. Of course, you're like, oh yeah, that's Tavom's body, and then afterward, you're like, well, is it Tavom's body or is it Movat's body? Um, because if you recall, the
yeah,
clones were not perfect; like they were very similar to you, but they had some minor differences. So even if it wasn't exactly like Tavam, like if one of you had some kind of birthmark or something, it wouldn't necessarily, be
yeah.
indicative of anything.
Now,
Go
I
ahead.
know there were clones of most of the rest of the party, basically the officers, as I like to call them.
Mhm.
We never saw one of Wesley, did we?
Well, did
Now,
you? I don't think
I
so.
think because it was there was one. It's who stole the ship, right? But it was one of the faceless stalkers that did it.
That's right. Yeah, you
So
didn't find a
not
clone of
not a
Wesley.
clone. Okay.
I don't think, unless he was the. No, yeah, you didn't find a clone of
Yeah.
Wesley. No. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure, based on the transcript, B. Will Tavam actually took that body out of the room, and I think he took it over to the where Frozen Hands setup was, and like laid it on the other stone slab that was empty. Like you had
Uh,
already moved it over there in preparation to come back and get it. I think.
okay, okay, that makes sense. Because and I'm
Um,
looking.
go ahead.
I was just saying, I was just Control F the recap. Tavum's only mentioned twice, and it's both in the Treasure Island uh,
Hmm.
episode.
Are you
Um,
trying to say you didn't do anything this entire time?
no, no, no. It just says, that's what Tavam also begins to experience direct signs that Movat's death is not the end of his influence, including a dream warning and a strange change in one of his eyes.
Hmm.
So I th- I don't know if the strange change was the red eye or if that was something else.
I think it is referencing that. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys went to the west, and in there you encountered what appeared to be a clone-ish of Takom, who gave battle, and you guys thwarted him with relative ease. Though he did a little chunking. He put a little chunking on you guys. And then
I think
you
I think you might have been stronger than me, so I might have picked the wrong taco.
this one was a little mentally unstable, so not sure if it's worth it.
Different, but
Um, So you realize that the grate in the center of the room had been moved aside. So you're kind of like, that must be where this Takom character came from and why you didn't see him before. Um, and you were thinking about going down there, but you're like, we got to go deal with this stuff on the ship. We'll come back after we get things settled on the ship. So you left, um, went back on board the ship, and on the ship you learned that an individual by the name of what was his name? Six.
I don't remember. It's in our chat, but I'm not home. I can't look.
You had one. You had one job. Okay, one
I'm not home.
job.
I got to see the recap. Okay.
No cap recap. Let's see.
Is it Dane you're talking about?
Dane. Dane.
Yeah, Dane.
The
Dane.
cook.
How can we forget about Dane? He's my best.
Dane Cherrick. No, he's not the cook. The cook was who is the cook? Maybe he was the cook in the new
don't think
time,
he
but he
was.
wasn't the original. The original
Yeah.
cook was Kalasa, I think.
Dane with the swab, I believe we discussed, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
That damn swab on the boat. Now he's dead.
He's a cook. He's a cook swab.
Yeah, cook swab. Food's gonna be so much worse now.
So you guys got back to the ship, and Roscoe, I think, told you that basically nobody knows what happened, but that there's rumors that Dane had like made a pass at Rain the previous day. It's really unfortunate how their names rhyme.
It was meant to be.
And
The rain and
she rebuffed
Dane
him,
falls
and then
mainly in Spain.
then he tried to get handsy still, and ultimately he ended up looking like a chump, and everything was okay, but then the next day Dane came up dead. So Roscoe kind of like showed you down to where the body was, and you find him down there. He's been stabbed several times by, looks like maybe a knife or a sword or something like that. And feathered into the stab wounds are these crow feathers. And that's basically where we left off, I think. Did I forget anything there?
Don't think so.
That sounds about
So
right. Yeah.
and the crow feathers, that leads us to believe that it was Dane Fane, whoever
Rain.
Rain.
Now,
I don't
why?
think the crow feathers
No.
really. I don't think you know anything about them.
We don't know.
You hadn't
anything
come to
yet.
any conclusions yet.
What about now? Do I know anything now?
Do we have any pro people on the ship?
There was a Tengu on the ship at one point. I don't think he's on the ship anymore. I think that was before. So yeah, no Tengu on the ship. B-Will, you are aware that it's difficult to prosecute in court just on the basis of the presence of some crow feathers. That's from your legal lore.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love my wide ranges of lore.
Yeah.
Engineering lore, legal lore, selling lore.
Sailing. I mean, what else do you need, right? I mean, those are the core
Yeah.
three.
Do I know
Um,
anything? Whatever lore I have, I don't even know what lore I have.
let's see. What lore do you have?
Now I got sailing lore, but I got another one.
Crack open the party and look at Takem's sheet, and we'll talk him about what he's got. You've also got a little legal lore and some
Oh,
sailing lore.
okay. So I don't know anything.
Here's your legal lore check. Oh my God, you killed it with a 25. Yeah, same reasoning. Difficult to prove anybody did anything on the presence, based on the presence of some crow feathers. I mean, I would say like it doesn't look. It's not a ritual that any of you recognize or anything. It's not like it does. Definitely looks like some kind of, ritualistic, you know, uh, adornment,
Or,
basically after the fact for sure. Um, but it doesn't like ring a bell with any common cults or deities or anything like that.
Want to look around a little bit, see if
Uh,
anything else looks
oh,
kind of out of place down here in the bottom.
I would like to do a medicine recall knowledge check
That's a good one.
to
Yeah,
see if I can determine the. Never mind. If I can determine, I know the type of weapon, but if I can maybe narrow it down to a specific.
Um, I would say you're able to establish it's probably like a short blade, like a knife, dagger kind of thing. I mean, pretty much everybody on the ship has
That's
a
cool.
weapon that might fit the bill. Um, just in terms of like utility knives, for like cutting rope and stuff like that.
so it's definitely like a knife then, though. So it's not like knife like claws or something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's definitely like a manufactured knife. I'd say you can tell that.
Yeah. Okay.
Tavom, on your seek here, hmm. Let's see. I would say you do find like that there are actually a few more crow feathers. They're not all just in the wounds, but a little bit away from the corpse. You do find um like it looks like someone was maybe leaving the scene and dropped some additional ones. And that kind of like heads deeper into the ship. So where you are right now is sort of you're below decks, um, and just shortly, like just a little bit away from where the ladder comes through. So just a few, maybe 10 feet away from the ladder. So the rest of like the below decks goes deeper, toward the prow, and that's where the feathers were dropped.
Now
I'm
is
gonna move that direction and keep going that way.
is has the body been moved, or is this where he was stabbed, where we're at now?
Roscoe's like, no, that's right where we found him. We haven't moved him.
Okay.
Um,
And
didn't really
when
know
did you
what to
find him?
do. Hmm?
When did you find
Uh,
him?
just maybe 8 hours ago or so. We figured we'd wait for you to get back, and then like I said, people started arguing, and um, you know, thought
Okay.
it was best to get you back.
Prior to finding the body, we need to. I want to know, when was the last time that anybody saw him alive?
Yeah. That might have been me actually. I saw him come down. Saw him come down the ladder. Let's see, that was last night. Um, it was getting late, maybe 10, 11 p.m. Um, and that's the last time I saw him. I did ask around before you guys came back, and nobody else mentioned having seen him. So, um, Yeah, I mean, I guess the last time I saw him was coming down that ladder, and then um, we found the body a few hours later. So I mean, it wasn't like he came down and was just stabbed right there.
Would he have a reason to be down there, down here?
And I mean, this is like if you go further up, is where like a lot of the cots are and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty well trafficked area.
Well traffic, not restricted or anything.
Mm-mm,
Anybody could have came through at
mm-mm,
any time. So we're talking a high risk.
mhm. And it seems it's since you call that out, I will tell you that nobody has mentioned like any sounds or crying out or anything like that. They mentioned like the person who found the body like just was walking by later that it was like in the middle of the night. So, somebody was going to use the head or something and found the body.
And it wasn't concealed. There was no attempt at concealment or anything. It was just out in the open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, so if I prefer, while if I prefer, yeah, Taven proceeds further into the ship, seeing if he
Okay.
can find any more feathers, drops of blood, anything that he can kind of follow.
Give me a. Are you trained in survival?
Ah, that's a good question. Skills, survival. No, I am not.
Okay. That would be the better check here. I'll let you do perception, but it'll be a higher DC. So yeah, go ahead. You do find like one more feather on the way deeper, and you're basically to the point. You're almost like where there's a large row of just cots, which the cots below decks, like there's not enough of them for everybody, so it's kind of like a swap in
Hot,
and out system,
hot
hot
bunking.
bed, hot bunking, yeah. Um, and even then, not everybody gets a bunk. Like a lot of people will sleep on the deck and stuff like that, just as availability. Which I mean, you guys are running. I should say that's probably inaccurate. You guys are running shorthanded, so probably everybody can have a bunk. You do find one more feather that's like right next to the bunk area, um, and then after that, you don't find any more. It seems like probably whoever did it, I mean, at least came through here at some point, presumably right after they killed the guy, but maybe not.
All right. And we're not aware of anybody that had a crow on deck or anything like that. I mean, on deck, in the crew. So,
No, Hadron has Igla,
But these are
which
not
is an
eagle
eagle.
feathers.
which is an eagle. Yeah. It's
It's an
just like,
Igla, yeah.
are you trying to throw us off or are you just fucking with us with that comment?
No.
Was
Are we
it
going to go kill
Hadron?
Hadron? Are we going to go kill Hadron since Tucker's not
Well,
here?
his clone.
His clone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So yeah, that's kind of the trail goes cold over there.
Mm.
And we're not aware of anybody else that he might have had beef with.
Um, are you want to ask anybody or
Yeah,
nothing?
Roscoe, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, Roscoe says, yeah, I mean, Dane, he's always been on the outs with Mr. Snuts. They've never gotten along. Dane was always a bit of a uh, scoundrel, I guess you could say. He landed himself in the brig a few times for sure. So they've never been very happy. And I think somebody did mention like he heard them arguing a couple nights back. I can't remember what it was about. Something to do with rations or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess they don't like each other. I don't know if D would kill somebody about it, but
I'm gonna come up to the captain and pull him off to the side and kind of whisper to him, "Well, there's a couple ways we could go about this. We could
We can't
call
kill
a.
everybody.
I'm not saying that we
we
kill
murder
everybody.
everybody else.
No,
Clearly,
no,
the only
but
way to solve this problem.
Only way to be sure.
Burn the ship.
no, but
That's the only way.
there's a severe lack of discipline, and we only know that none of us did it because we weren't on the ship at the time it happened. So we need to gather the crew together and one let them know that this is not going to be tolerated and that anybody with information should come forward. And if nobody comes forward with information, the entire crew will get lashings. It probably wouldn't come to that, but we'd have at least somebody to blame and put this, you know, thing to rest.
Now, Tavom, you are aware, from what we've experienced, there may be some doppelgangers on board.
Oh, that is true. That is true. But we do know how to kind of identify them, at least the clone ones. They all wear numbers of
And you
some
know how to
sort.
identify the faceless stalker ones too. Does anybody
And we,
remember that?
yeah, I think we do, but I didn't want to say it. I just because I, as a player, don't remember exactly
I
how to
don't
do that.
remember.
But
Yeah.
You were you found out that they're like their bodies are really dense. So like if you punch them, it's like a super dense, it's not like punching a human skin. So there was a period there in Drenchport where you guys were just punching people to try to figure out if they were faceless stalkers.
well, and that's another thing we can figure out by lashing is if we have any faceless stalkers on board the ship
Or
as
we
part of the
could
crew.
just punch or touch or something. I'm hesitant
Well,
to.
I mean, Captain, touching is what got this whole thing going. I think whipping would be better. I mean, because you know, wow, whips and chains.
Wow.
Am I close enough to hear any of this?
I just got a hero point for that shit, baby.
Well, it was the timer. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Talcum, I'd say you're probably close enough to hear.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, no, but no, but touching it seems what kind of got into this. I mean, a couple reasons for this. We've got the new guest on board, and we don't want to come off as soft. And two, we got to make it known that murder is not allowed aboard the ship, and the entire crew will be punished for it. And if the suspect is caught, they will be killed.
Yes, but
Uh,
and I agree, but I don't think that necessitates punishing the entire crew because the entire crew did not commit the crime.
I guess that's just where you and I differ, Captain. The uh, the
Sorry to
threat
speak up, but
of
if you don't want me to, I'll shut my mouth again. But I'm also not a big fan of collective punishment. It just teaches people they can get away with stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys did pull you pulled the captain aside from Roscoe, right? Roscoe's
Mhm.
not
yeah,
hearing.
yeah.
Okay.
Roscoe's not hearing this, but then again, that in and of itself may be all that we need to get the word spread around that we're debating on whether or not to just flog the whole crew if we don't get something, and the crew let the crew resolve it by bringing us a suspect.
The problem I see with that is the fact that they will bring somebody, and we have no way of knowing if that is the actual perpetrator or not.
Well, I'm not saying we have to kill them. We just hide them in your cabin until we find out one way or another.
You guys do have a brig. So, I mean, you could put him in the brig too.
True. And if he comes up dead, then he didn't do it.
Well, you know, you don't
Shoot her.
mind.
If she doesn't die, she's a witch.
If she
Yeah.
drowns,
if it
she
floats,
wasn't a
she's
witch.
a
Witches
witch.
float.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a witch. Burn her.
Maybe we should go through the cruise stuff. I mean, I saw you following those feathers earlier.
Oh, I was
I
going to do
would-
that for sure.
I just feel like getting them who already can't,
The
getting everyone who
one-
already can't agree on who did what to collectively blame someone's just gonna get whoever everyone likes the least.
There was that flipping feat I've always wanted to take and never took it. That would be perfect
I'm-
in this situation.
What was
I'm gonna
that?
I can't remember the name of it, but basically, object reading.
I'm going to look at
Oh, okay.
token.
Yeah.
It's like an
Or,
uncommon one or something.
Yeah, I'm going to look at Tokum, and I'm just going to kind of give him like a knowing look. Oh, you're afraid you're the most disliked person on the crew. I understand. I got you. Trying to cover your own ass. Good on you. But that being said, you weren't with us the entire time, so you would technically still be a suspect. I don't
Yeah,
know if we can
I
take
assume
your
I am.
words. I don't think we can take your opinion into much account for this matter.
Do you own a knife?
Sorry.
Do I own a knife? Good question. No, no, Captain, I don't own a knife. I just got this staff.
You
Feel
look
free to
around.
cut my stuff.
There's like 10 knives within view right now. Just
You're
like,
right.
Yeah, but I don't have one.
have one.
It's not in my inventory. I never bought a knife.
I forgot to pull out the that's odd feat that I have.
I will point out though that if I did want to stab someone, it wouldn't be that hard to find one.
oh yeah, you do have. What does that feat do?
That's
Chris?
odd. When you enter a new location, such as a room or corridor, you immediately notice one thing out of the ordinary. GM determines what it is and whether there's nothing reasonable to pick up. Skipping obvious clues that can be easily noticed without a check or specifically looking for them. You-
Okay. Well, I'll give you this because you did do the medicine check, and I think it makes sense that you would spot this as you do the medicine check that the wounds are as you already identified, they look like pretty standard stab wounds made from like a knife, so it kind of has a little, like a kind of a specific diamond shaped pattern, versus like a claw or incisor or anything like that. But you notice that right around the wound, like just right at the edge, and it's not like deep, it's not obvious, but right around the edge, there is kind of like a darkened area, almost like a tarry little lip right around where the wound is.
So not like an energy burn, but like a residue.
Yeah, maybe like a residue. That's a good way to say it.
Okay.
I want to.
As I'm restudying the body, it's like, huh, that's odd.
hmm
Tell you what I think I will do. Uh, why does this not work? Maybe it should be here. I think what I'm going to do is, damn, I got a lot of skill actions. I think what I'm going to do is change my activity to gather information, and I'm going to go out and start talking amongst the crew. And I'm hoping that while I do that, I would gain some benefit from this and this.
Well met traveler, you've seen people from so many walks in your life, you naturally adopt a pleasant and affable demeanor when meeting others. Your mother was a sea hag. You're trained in You're trained in diplomacy. If you would automatically become trained in diplomacy, you instead become trained in a skill of your choice. You gain hobnobber. Hobnobber, you're skilled, blah, blah, blah. Gather information. takes you half as long as normal. If you're master in diplomacy and you gather information at the normal speed, when you attempt to do so and roll a crit fail, you get a failure instead. There's still no guarantee. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll diplomacy to gather information.
As part of
Alright.
my that's odd, it allows me to change one of my leads to
Okay.
that.
Sure. Yeah.
Damn, I just realized that my skills are low.
Not that bad, are they? Oh, because you got that mask on. The mask of Norgarver gives you a big penalty.
Oh fuck! That's why I'm having so much trouble.
Mm.
Ah,
And so you're trying to. What are you trying to find out? What are you asking about?
just going through asking questions without asking questions. Going through like I'm trying to get a general feel for the morale, how everybody's doing, how are they handling the death, seeing if I can pick up on anything subtle in body movement. I will probably grab or forcefully shake everyone's hand during that process to see
Okay.
if I notice anything that may make me suspect somebody might be a shapeless person. Yes, Chris.
Okay, so am I able to clue him in on this?
Sure. Yeah. I'll allow
Okay,
it.
so just FYI,
Mhm.
once for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna just drop that in there, and you can take that. Oh, why? Well, if you click on the clue in, and you can drag the clue in effect. Um, so my two leads right now are the residue and the mind control device, in case this was a situation. Because if you'll remember, back, and I only remembered because from the recap, Roscoe tried to attack me, Wesley,
Mhm.
early on.
Yeah. Like the second episode, I think.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna
So
clue
it's
me,
entirely possible that whoever did this, because we still have the device,
You
and we
have a
don't
device.
know.
I'm not sure if it's that. I don't think it's that device, but you
We
have a
we
device.
don't have the crystal anymore.
I
The
don't think
mind
so.
control crystal.
I don't think so.
What did we do with it?
I don't know if you ever had it. I don't think you had it.
Oh,
I'm like I
it
said,
was
I
on
think
the
it must
ship
it was on
up
the ship.
until we went through the
Like
maelstrom,
I'm pretty sure that unless something else has happened to it, it's still on the constellation.
because we never went back and fought the wraith.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah. Yeah.
okay,
But there was time after the maelstrom. So you're not really sure like did it stay on the constellation, but as far as you know, it was on the
that's where it should
constellation.
be.
You went through the maelstrom and then you've never encountered it since then. I don't think.
Gravy. We've got so many open
So
hooks right now.
yeah.
I need
So
another beer.
his clue in would make that an 18 if it made any
Okay.
difference whatsoever.
Um, you don't really gain a lot of useful information from your gather information in terms of this. But one thing you do learn as you kind of are going through the crew is that um, a lot of people are coughing. Um, you notice, like specifically, Decius, Ragnil, Rain herself is coughing heavily. And just like various people you talk to are like coughing a lot. And it's kind of like you hear a few people murmuring like there's an omen, there's a pox on the ship, there's whatever, everybody has a different, it's a curse, it's a blight, whatever.
Have you all been eating
But
your oranges?
definitely
Can't be
there's
having the scurvy.
something. Doesn't seem like scurvy.
Okay. I don't know what scurvy looks like,
What is a scurvy? I don't even know.
Well,
but I
I'll
just
let
know they're
I'll
scurvy
definitely
Call it-
scalawags.
Scurvy, all your like old wounds start reopening and bleed from your gums and stuff. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks
Sounds
for
good.
I'll
that,
definitely
Six.
pass. Yeah, I'll definitely pass that information along to the captain that we might be getting ready to have a epidemic on board the ship. Something's spreading around, but
Mm,
I didn't find any useful information. And from what I can tell, shaking everybody's hand, and I'm going to be sure to shake everybody's hand. Uh, None of them, in particular, seemed any different or led me to believe they were a faceless
That's right.
stalker.
Ad-
Also,
one additional thing you learn: Francois, who is a friend of Bosco, has fallen critically ill. He's like down in one of the bunks, and he's been abed for like ever since you guys got here, basically.
hmm, uh, well, we don't have a healer uh, actively, do we? Oh, sorry, Captain. I didn't know you were standing there.
Shots fired.
I
You
mean,
might
it's
want to go
not
check
my.
in on
It's not.
Francois, but
It's
yeah.
all right. Yeah. If he and he seems to be suffering from the same symptoms, just more severe than everybody else.
We don't know
Or
yet, but
we don't know
yeah, it
yet.
seems like
All
he
right.
fell ill kind of around the same time everybody else did.
Okay. Well, they're doing
Okay.
all this asking around and medicine stuff. Can I like go through everybody's belongings, just looking for anything that seems out of place? Yep.
Sure, yeah. Give me
Particularly feathers, but anything would work.
yeah, I think I mean, I'm guessing some of the boxes would be locked. Probably not everybody has like their own
If I
chest.
if I come across a locked one, I will go to Wesley, I think is your name, right?
Yeah.
And ask him to procure a key or find out whose it is because I ain't gonna be breaking into people's stuff.
Oh dang. I don't
Okay.
have.
Give me a give me a perception check.
Yeah. Seek, I assume.
Yeah.
Perception is not in this. Got it. Where is perception for non-initiative? I mean,
It's
So
on the sheet as well. But you can
The
do
skill
seek like
sheet, it's at the very top.
yeah. It's like right
the
above the
hand,
the hand.
yeah, the
Yeah.
hand.
Oh,
Go up top
it's
left
not.
hand
It's not alphabetical for perception
No.
only. Got it.
Right.
because
Right.
perception's not a skill.
it's not a skill.
But it's kind of a skill.
But it's
Yeah, it's
not
kind of a
a
skill,
skill.
but
It
it's
works
not
like a skill, but it is not a
not
skill.
a skill. Yeah.
Because you don't need a skill increase to increase it.
I rolled it from the thing. I feel like I shouldn't be able to see the result since it's supposed to be a secret check, but I can see the result.
Yeah.
I'll say amidst the boxes, I mean, you find a lot of stuff. You find like some journals, some boots, some clothes. Amongst the journals, nothing really, the ones that you peek at kind of don't really tell you anything. None of them are like, I murdered a man yesterday.
To be fair, I wouldn't write that down either.
Sure, right. It's typically not the kind of thing you write down.
That's why you're an officer.
In one of the chests, you do find, you don't find any feathers. In one of the chests, you do find a black leather bound, looks kind of like a journal, like a maybe just a bound parchment book that someone could write in. And as you open it up, like you see that it's written, there's like a ton of writing in it, all handwritten, of course. And the writing is not in any language that you recognize. It looks like maybe it's almost some kind of a, like a cipher, right? Like it doesn't even look like a real language that you're
Okay.
familiar with.
I am going to take that.
Okay.
Only because
Although,
the
to
GM
be fair,
pointed
it
it
could
out.
really just be any language in the world because I really only speak Common. My other language doesn't even have a written form.
You're like, this is clearly not any language that I'm aware of because
Yes.
I'm not aware of any other
I don't
language.
know any other one.
It must be suspect.
It's got to be suspect. Turns out it was Elven. Ah!
Well, I'll find that out when I bring it to Wesley in a minute here. But
All
all
right.
right. Nothing else of
Um,
particular interest?
Mm-mm.
All right.
Okay, I would like before I start my examination of Francois, I
So
would like
yeah, we could say. I mean, you guys are going to be right down around the same area. Like when he's searching the boxes, that's where Francois is.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you're already looking at Francois and he comes over. So while you like when you get down there and you get to Francois's bedside, his eyes are closed, his skin is very pale. He's breathing like very slowly, very raggedly. And as you like try to get his attention or maybe shake him a little bit, he doesn't rouse. He seems to be like unconscious.
okay. Yeah, then I'll do guidance, and I would like to, I guess, start with the medicine check to see if this is something, if I can discern whether it's something physical or maybe magical.
Okay, sure.
I'm assuming just a standard old recall knowledge check on meds.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. 5, LMNOP. Okay. Oh, like a big boosted animal. I didn't have myself targeted when I the GUID. I'll get there eventually.
I believe in you.
It still didn't. Oh well.
28. Wow. Um, as you are inspecting him, you notice that around his mouth there's dried blood. Some of it's like almost like it's dried and then there's fresh on top. Like and as you're inspecting him, like an unconscious cough comes out of him, and you see like a little dribble of blood kind of leaks down as he does so. It's very very weak cough at this point. And based on your inspection, he doesn't have long. He's not going to make it if you don't do something quick.
Okay. So it definitely looks something physical,
hmm
not magical.
Yeah. With the
Did I have?
28, let me see. With the 28, you might just know what it is. Let me check. Check the DC here. It is tuberculosis. As you're
Okay.
inspecting him, you kind of piece it together. Like, oh, the coughing is,
Blood.
it's clear that he can't really breathe at this point, and the disease has done a lot of damage to his lungs. And as you're thinking about it and putting it together, it starts to click. Like all the other members of the crew who are coughing, like definitely is consistent with that.
Okay. And I'm assuming I would know what the treatment is. Basically, I need to do like a treat
Yeah, so you would do treat
treat
disease.
condition. Check. Yep. Okay.
I don't know how you actually treat tuberculosis in real life with
I'm gonna
with
start
age of
spouting
sales
off.
tools.
Right. Quick.
Yeah.
I need somebody to get me some taro root, some menthol, and
Alpha loss.
yeah, and a
What
hypo
was it,
spray.
gold
Oh, no.
foil?
You
What
know
was
what's
it?
wrong with him?
tuberculosis.
The fuck
This is not.
Consumption. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the consumption.
All right. Man, if only we had like an alchemist or something. All right.
The question I think
I can throw
is
some snow on him if you want.
the question is, does he have 8 hours to actually treat the disease, or is he going to die before then?
Well, we're about to find out. So that is actually a critical success. So he'll have a +4 circumstance bonus to his next save against the disease, which I will now roll.
And of course, I don't have word medic yet, so I
You
can't
guys-
do this to everybody on the ship.
Do you guys want it? Do you want it on the table or under the table?
Do it on the table.
I mean,
Do it on the
On
table.
the table?
do it on the table, yeah.
All right. Let me double check. Oh, sorry. Nope. I had the bonus wrong. Okay. Here we go. This is why he was in the state he's in.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I didn't
no.
add your 4. Oh my god.
Okay.
Your
so
4
15.
your 4 makes it exactly a success on a 15. Wow.
Got one right.
So he, obviously it's not immediate. Like there's gonna be
Right.
time here. So we'll need to figure out how the time's gonna play because it's like an 8-hour check. But you start taking some steps, you start treating him, and you get him set up to where you're like, all right, I'm gonna take care of this guy for the next 8 hours. As you're doing that, and like he starts to maybe kind of visibly improve, not necessarily a ton. But as you're doing that, Takom walks up with the book.
Boy, Cam found this in. I don't know whose chest it was, but I let him know where it was.
Okay.
It's full of
what?
writing. I no idea what it says, and it's probably not just because I don't speak the language.
Interesting. Okay, so I'll open the book.
Okay, you open it up. The letters are like a blocky, like a blocky script. It's very unusual, almost like maybe kind of cribbed from a dwarven script, but not at all dwarven. I don't know if you speak dwarven, but you speak a lot of languages, right?
Yeah, I do speak Dwarven.
Okay, so yeah, it kind of like visually reminds you of dwarven, but it's not. It's almost like someone was playing at doing something like dwarven, right? Changing it on purpose just for fun. But yeah, it's definitely some kind of like coded writing. You feel like maybe with enough time you could try to decode it, but obviously right now you're pretty focused
Right.
on Francois.
And then we'll have to start a treatment regimen for the rest of the crew that are infected, and ensure that we don't get infected ourselves.
Speaking of which, I need Takom to make a fortitude save.
Thing.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine.
I mean, if the DC is 15, I just need to not roll.
You're fine.
I'm fine.
You could roll a 1. I mean,
Yeah, it's true. Probably will happen.
it does happen to people.
Happens to at any age.
Any age?
Any age.
You could roll a 1.
That's true.
All right. So
okay,
I'm tied up for the next 8 hours.
You're tied up for 8 hours. B-Will is gathering information for a couple hours here. So Takom, you've got a little bit of time if you want to do anything else here before we're back to B-Will. B-Will, I mean, are you wanting to come back down and kind of join up with people after your gather info, or what is your plan here?
Yeah, I'd come back down, see that the captain is going to be tied up for at least 8 hours.
We probably need to engage isolation protocols. Get the crew as separated as we can.
Okay.
Preferably on the top deck. The sunlight will probably do. The sun will probably do them some good. I'm assuming it doesn't get too cold in the evenings.
No.
We don't want We don't want them below. We want as few below decks as possible because unless we can improve air circulation down there.
I'll go get started doing that. I'll pull all the crew on hand. I'll go over to our Aslanti counterparts and let them know that we're having a small outbreak of a disease, and they may wish to return to their ship until we're ready to uh, disembark. We don't want them to get caught up in this.
The captain kind of like looks over at the Lieutenant Kiesel and is like, and the lieutenant's like, well, maybe I could offer my services. I am an accomplished field medic.
Oh, well, that would be most beneficial. Uh, the captain is downstairs. Just go down, and I'll give her directions where the captain is. Um, but for everybody else, I've got to get some quarantine protocols set up. So if you will excuse me.
Of course.
And
And you can see like they do like just put their helmets up,
Yeah.
You're pretty sure they have like, filtration.
What kind of
They're not
filtration?
super worried
Not
about.
that we would know
Well,
that, but
No, you
Yeah,
would
not-
as players,
no.
you're pretty sure.
Yeah,
As,
yeah.
Filtration system. What is that?
But yeah, I do
Then
want
I
to
will.
check in with
water.
Takom here as well, because Takom has a little bit of time before you get down there.
Yeah. This is kind of like gathering information, but I don't really want to like try and schmooze.
You don't want to like do a diplomacy check.
Yeah, I don't want to do
it
it
like that.
It'll be kind of like it. I just want to go around to people, and I
Mm.
want to ask everybody who they think is responsible. Like I don't, and if they've got like a reasoning they want to tell me, that's cool.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna press anyone. I'm just gonna ask. So I get
Okay.
some suspects.
Try to get the feel of the crew.
Okay, give me what check would you like to make?
Well, I was hoping to not make any, but I could do diplomacy. I could do intimidation. Whatever you want me to. I could do deception.
whichever. You could do whichever of those you prefer. I mean, I think you'll achieve a baseline of success just based on what you're trying to do. But this is just to see if you have any,
I
like.
don't feel like Takum's quite trying to like coerce people yet, so we'll go with diplomacy.
Okay. Not bad. So yeah, most people that you talk to are either they either say D Snuts or they say Rain herself. Um you do hear a couple of people say oh, you guys do have Kalasa with you. You do hear a couple of people say Kalasa. Um And you think that maybe because Kalasa has always been kind of he's an elf and he's sort of an outsider. He's very quiet, keeps to himself, but um, he certainly seems very dangerous. So you think probably some people are like, yeah, that guy, I could totally see Kalasa just shanking some dude for sure. Yeah. Um, and you also hear a couple people mention a guy named Clopas, who's been on the ship since before the Maelstrom. Um, but he's like a notorious hothead. So a lot of people are
Okay.
like, maybe they're like, maybe there was you hear some rumors, some theory crafting, I should say, of like, oh, I think Clopas had the hots for Rain and he saw Dane doing this, and he decided he wasn't going to let that happen, or he was going to punish him or whatever. Those are kind of the theories that you hear. Nothing too. I mean, those are all pretty like standard expected, I think, kind of accusations, like the spooky guy people don't know about, the hothead, the victim of some bad actions, and then of course someone he's actually had fights with in the past.
Yeah. So I mostly want it. I'm going to write all this down, everyone's name and the general reasons, which I actually, as a human being in real life, would like to write down. I just don't know where.
Just don't know how.
Yeah, I don't. Where can I do that?
If only
There's
we
a
had
spot.
some kind of electronic device.
Yeah.
I mean,
we
I
could
can
make
on
note.
my PC, but I'd prefer to write it down in Foundry if that's possible.
Oh, you can do it in
Oh,
your
yeah.
character sheet.
Yeah, there's a note section on the very end, far right.
Under the biography section. The
Okay.
last one.
Oh, there's notes. I see it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what were the names?
The names were Kalasa, Kalassa, the cook,
Okay, he was the
known
like
badass.
was he the hothead guy?
No,
I think-
Clopas
Oh, that's Clovis.
was the hothead guy. He doesn't like Wesley. We know that
That was
about
Clovis.
him.
I don't
Rain.
remember that.
Well,
Rain.
Maybe
Oh,
that
I
didn't-
expected it like Rayne, but okay.
no, it was just like the weather.
Just like normal rain.
And then Mr. Snuts himself, D's Nuts. Those are the four that you hear accused the most.
We can thank Tucker for that.
Okay. And so I obviously see why the hot-headed guy and Rain might be suspects. Why is Colossus? He's like the outsider, and then
Mhm.
why is D suspected?
D's the one that he's had arguments with in the past, and D
Okay.
is like thrown him in the brig in the past when he was acting up or getting too drunk or whatever, you know.
Okay, I will write all of that down, both in character and in real life.
I would say, Wesley, I want you. Well, no, before we do that, I would say, one thing that stands out to you is that, and Takom, I think you would have this knowledge that you don't really, given the criteria that the killing had to somehow be really quiet and like nobody noticed somehow, despite the fact it happened maybe less than 100 feet away from bunks that people were sleeping in. The people that you're getting names for, you're like, I mean, maybe Kalasa, yeah, you don't know anything about him. He's a sneaky elf. Maybe he could pull that off. But Clopas, definitely not. D, probably not. Rain, I mean, you don't know, but you don't think she has the skill set for that?
And a
Yeah.
hothead, my thought was a hothead's not going to take time to stab somebody multiple times and then plant feathers in the stab wound.
Right, sure.
Yeah,
We were
and
gone long enough for that person to come back to try to cover their tracks.
not to keep annoying Wesley, but to keep annoying Wesley. Once I've finished all this, I'm going to go up to him and share the list of suspects that everyone thinks, and then give my own thoughts, which I'll be honest, I don't really think anyone in the crew did it. I think it was an outside situation.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
But it could have been one of them, or
One of them acting for someone
Yeah.
outside.
yeah, at the very least, we have somewhere we can start if we got nothing else.
All right. Once I think
So yeah, I'd say probably around this time is when Lieutenant Kiesel comes down the stairs and is like, Captain, I heard you're doing some medical operations. Did you need some assistance? I have some extensive knowledge of common diseases, at least as they occur in our neck of the woods.
this is some sort of respiratory disease. We're not sure how it spread, but apparently it has.
Is it the black lung?
Consumption, last I heard.
When
Ah.
when she says that, does that kind of trigger what I saw on the victim?
Doesn't necessarily. No.
No. Okay. There's something along those lines. Yes.
But I would say you could make another medicine check, another recall knowledge check with medicine. Medicine check to recall knowledge. That's how you say it.
Medicine knowledge check.
Check to knowledge recall some med.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. There's something. You're like, you feel like you're supposed to be putting something together, and you're just not really sure what you're missing. You're like really focused on your patient right now, and you're So you're kind of like not really trying to take on distractions, but there's something kind of like just touching the back of your head, like, this is connected somehow, somewhere. Not necessarily the murder, but something about the illness itself. And Takom keeps distracting you. Like right as you think you're about to get it, he comes up.
Right as it's on the tip of my tongue. ADHD sucks.
So yeah, and then this would be like right after Tavom talked to the lieutenant. So
Sure.
Movat, what are you doing after you sent her down there? You were separating everybody, right?
Yeah, I was separating the crew, sending those that were infected or showing symptoms to the aft, and
Mhm.
everybody that wasn't to the bow, trying to isolate the infected to one side of the ship.
Mhm.
You know, no sick individuals go downstairs. Meals will be brought up and laid out, and then y'all will be able to feed yourselves. You know,
Mhm.
just organizing
Yeah.
the whole thing. You know, doing the shit the
Um.
captain should be doing.
Sure. Sure. I, I think you mean stuff the first mate should be doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So it's
Thank
about
you.
there's
Thank you,
about
Ted.
30 there's about there's about 30 crew members who are showing some kind of symptoms. Among them, I'll list some of the ones that you guys are familiar with. The ones who appear sick, you've got Ragnall Ironlung, who does like the blacksmithing and stuff.
Iron lung.
Um, ironic. I don't know.
Ironic
Iron lung
lung.
it. Anyways, you've got Rain. Rain is not feeling well. You've got Clopas is in the coughing group. Odno, your friend, Odno is sick, and Thomas is coughing as well.
Now, Thomas was already sick with something, but we hadn't determined what it was.
Right, yeah.
Is it possible this could be it?
I'd say with that, you kind of that thing that's touching the back of your head snaps to focus, and you're like, "Oh my god!" These are exactly what Thomas's symptoms have been.
You know what would be, and for something later, um, is a journal entry with the current list of the crew.
Is there a journal entry? You say?
Well, we'd like to put one together, journal list of the crew, and maybe some like short notes just to remember who everybody is.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I mean, I'm down for that. If you guys want to put it together, or I could share. I mean, I could probably put together a list pretty quickly from my notes here.
And
Well, because you would be able to share what we would know and keep what we don't know separate.
Right.
And I still have a link to the like the note thing that we started on the constellation that you put in Notion.
Yeah. What do you have in Notion?
If I can get logged in. Do we want to take a quick fiver while I try to get logged in and we can talk about it?
Yeah, let's take a 5.
Yeah.
All right, going
Be back.
to break. We're back.
Welcome back, everybody. We were just in the middle of Chris realizing that the source of the tuberculosis must be Thomas. And this must indeed be the illness that he's been fighting this whole time. You guys made a check a long time ago to try to figure out what was ailing him. You were much lower level, and I think you rolled like garbage, and you didn't know what it was.
Classic Chris.
Classic. But now that this is one of the more tangible effects of like leveling up in a system, because tuberculosis just has its DC, right? It's a normal DC.
Static DC.
Yeah. So as you level up, it becomes trivial to identify it.
Now, is it? Do we? I'm assuming it's like basically a condition, so it's treatable.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a natural disease.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So once I get that revelation, I'll explain it to the lieutenant and tell her this is where we're at, and we probably can't go anywhere until the crew gets better.
Yes, sickness on board a ship like this, given your facilities, could be quite troublesome.
And we are already a little bit undercrewed for a ship this size, so every person counts.
So yeah, she's like, well, I mean, I'm happy to help out. I do have lots of knowledge in this field. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of supplies here. Typically, we have a great many, but we, over the past 2 years, we burned through our own supply, and we unfortunately
Right.
are out. But I
Well,
do know a great deal about the administration of wounds and diseases, so I'm happy to apply my knowledge here. Where would you like me, Captain?
perhaps if you can tend to the crew that are up on deck. My first officer is supposed to be separating them. We're trying to get some distance to see if we can avoid any more spread. I'm assuming it is some kind of airborne transmission, but I don't know that for sure. I mean,
Yes.
I guess would I know that?
Yeah, I'd say you're aware. Yeah.
We're aware. Yeah. So we're trying to get them up in the fresh air. Um, and hopefully we can contain this. Once I'm sure that Francois here is out of the water, I will consult the book, see if there's any supplies maybe that we can recover from the island to craft a cure to help aid
Of
with
course.
the contain it and heal it.
She says, "Aye, aye, Captain," and she doesn't like salute or anything, but you can tell it's kind of like
Yeah.
meant somewhat in jest, but not completely. And she goes up above ship.
Okay. Yeah. She
She
asked
gets back
where I
up there.
needed her. I told her.
When she gets
Fortunately,
back
the
up there,
correct answer was on this bed. No.
on
I think when
these snuts.
on these nuts. Yep. On
Oh,
these
incredible.
Wait,
Yep.
he's not sick though.
No, not yet.
No, but he's about to be
God.
laid up in bed.
You guys are the worst.
Mm-mm.
I started
your
it.
fault.
I apologize.
It's your fault.
Okay, so yeah, so you guys are spreading everybody out. You're working on Francois. Tavom is going to talk to Het and Thomas, right?
Yeah, as soon as he gets a chance, he's going to do that. I
Okay.
imagine I imagine he'd still be up on deck sorting things out. Um, like when she gets back up there, he's probably got most of them sorted out. Now he's got the well crew going in and getting clean linens and having them start wash linens, things of that nature to help just the general cleanliness of the ship. At some point, I believe he'll probably be told, or maybe she'll tell me when she gets here what's going on and how it's
Mhm.
spread.
Okay, so yeah, you do find Het and Thomas together in like sort of the quarantined area. Has like doesn't appear to be sick, but he also doesn't seem to really care. But he's just kind of keeping Thomas company at this point.
All right.
As you walk up, Thomas is like,
Poor kid. I need to ask you a favor, huh? I have I have I have this internal need, uh, until I can get this. And he kind of points to. I kind of point to my face without, pointing too much. I need to hold those daggers. It's a compulsion. It would be a lot easier if you'd uh, let me have them for holding for a while, please. You remember went downstairs. I took the thing off the thing and went. Yeah, I can't get it. It won't come off. No, you cannot take my head off. Excuse me. I don't know what you're doing there. No,
set it on fire.
No,
That was a
fire
lighter.
was a lighter. Fire is not gonna help. Oh God, please, for the love of Grover, let me just please. I need those knives, please.
He kind of like he looks at Thomas, looks at you, and he like pulls a black finger out and offers it to you, and it's kind of like whatever. And he like looks at Thomas, and Thomas is like,
That was a yes. You saw him shake his head. Yes, hey, he clearly did. Thomas, please. I would hate to do something that would cause Head to kill me later on because I can't control this urge. I will give it
gave
back
this
to
to
you.
he gave it to me. It's really
I just want to
important to
borrow it.
me.
I just want to borrow it.
No, you can't have it.
I don't want it for keeps. I just need to borrow it.
You
I
already
need to
have one.
test.
Why do you need two? This one is mine. Heck gave this to me.
Yes, I know Head gave it to you, and I just need to. I need to test something. I need to feel both of them in my hands at the same time. If nothing happens, I give. Oh my God, Tevis, don't you even start. If nothing happens, I will give it right back to you.
What if something happens?
Well, if something happens, I can't make any promises. I can promise you that I can get you another knife. Um, I will have it specially crafted for you. I will
Which I
have
will
it.
say, as soon as Hag gives you the first knife, you do feel a lot better. You feel like like whole almost. And Thomas is like, if you promise to give it back, and he kind of like reaches into his shirt. He has it like tucked under his shirt in this belt, and he pulls it out and hands it to you.
Take both of them in my hand. And assuming, sorry.
It doesn't feel any different than when you had one. You feel like having one is sufficient.
Okay. If I don't notice any, moderately different, if one is good, I think
No.
it'll be. I think to myself a little bit that like, why are there two if you only need one? Or am I supposed to be working with someone else?
Give me a
I will,
perception check.
yeah, I'd be a bit confused. Per perception. Sense motive, seek, or just straight up percept.
Just perception. This would be a visual perception.
You know what I think? You know what I think I'm gonna do right there? I got that hero point a little bit earlier. I think I'm just gonna
You think
I
it's
think I'm
getting
just
late?
gonna yeah, I think it's getting kinda late. That's way better.
Okay. As you think about handing the knife back to Thomas, the one that he gave you, you realize that there's just a little bit of dried blood on that knife.
Oh, Thomas, need to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And remember, you're among friends here.
course, yeah.
What's the name of the dead guy?
Dane.
Drain. Dane.
Dane's down the drain.
Did you have any? Have you used this knife?
No. No, I just keep it in my shirt.
Well, how do you get along with Mr. Dane? Seems like a likable enough fellow, don't you think?
No, I don't like Dane. He's a pox on humanity.
A pox on humanity. And how old is this kid?
I think he's like 10, right? I think it's
Yeah. Oh, please tell me more. Why is it that you do not like Dane?
well, he's rude to the other crew members, and he's mean he was mean to Rain, and he's never been nice to me. And he's just not a good person. He causes more problems than he solves.
Just
I mean,
well,
it's a real shame what happened to him.
I'm gonna bend down low, and I'm gonna look at Thomas, and I'm gonna say, "You didn't clean the knife off, boy. There's still blood on it. There's much you need to learn. Now, if you did it, I will protect you, but I need to know so I can keep others from finding out that it was you. And I
Give me
will try
a
a diplomacy check if
yeah.
that's what you
Are
want."
you telling the truth or are you lying? Because if you're lying, it would be deception.
Man, see, I want to go with deception. But the thought process I had, 10-year-old, he's already killed somebody. This could be a little assassin in training. Maybe I could pass this
This is
shit
so
off to
evil.
him. So I want to go diplomacy. But I'm gonna have a horrible check with diplomacy.
You got to do what you got to do, man. Dice don't
So
lie.
so but even I remembering being back to 10 and on my own and how difficult it was, I probably it'll be semi-deception, meaning that I won't protect the kid, but I won't outright out him.
Okay.
Would you say, would you agree to that?
Sure. Let's do a diplomacy check, though.
Shit. I guess I still have the effect of the mask of Norgorba, even though I have this now.
I would
really
say it wouldn't apply here. I'll let you have that. That doesn't apply here.
Okay.
Okay. He kind of like looks around to make sure nobody's close enough to hear, other than you and Ha, of course. And he's like, Tavom, sir, I think maybe I did. I don't really remember, but I remember running back to the bunks, and I had some feathers in my hand. I dropped them. I don't remember how they got there, and I had the knife out, and it was wet. I had wiped it off on a sack and stowed it, and I think maybe I did. And I'm not even sure it was the wrong thing to do.
Interesting. Was it like a compulsion? Was he coming after you and it just happened? I mean, anything.
I don't remember. No, I remember the last thing I remember before was um I saw him go down the ladder, and I followed him down the ladder, and then I saw him going toward the bunks and doing something, and then he was coming back, and then that's all I remember.
Do you remember what he was doing at the bunks?
I think maybe he was beating it.
God damn it.
This is why we don't have any viewers.
What are you talking about? This is grade A material here.
Um,
I need another
yeah.
beer after that one.
Yeah, seriously. I almost went and bought some beer and I didn't. I wish I
You
had.
made a mistake,
Um,
sir.
yes, I did. I think I will. Okay, okay. I could say that he won't be missed. Um, when you're feeling better, I'm gonna have to hold on to your dagger. I'm gonna make sure it's cleaned up.
No,
No
no, let
evidence.
me
No,
keep it.
no
Let me keep it.
hey, you will get it back. Promise. You will get it back. But I'm
When?
gonna go clean this up. I'm gonna go clean this dagger up. I'm gonna make sure this doesn't come back on you. And then for everybody else's safety, we're gonna hold on to this for just a little while. You will get it back, but we can't. And he looks around and he double checks, make sure nobody's hearing him. We can't have you running around and killing people and not remembering it. It's a safety thing. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Yeah. Health and safety. I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But man, I need to have that in my hand. I think you understand, right? What it's like?
I do understand what it's like. You and I think both are maybe the only two people that understand what that's like. Um,
Okay.
and
All
when he
right.
says that, I'm gonna like Tevin's gonna kind of think to himself for a minute. The mask does it for me, and the blade does it for him, but I still don't feel anything different about having the two. And then like he's gonna like mentally note to maybe make a prayer to Norgober later to try to
Mhm.
get some insight. But
Okay. Sure.
yeah, but yes, I'm gonna go get this cleaned up. I'm gonna hold on to it, and once you're ready, we'll be able to hand this back to you, and you'll be good to go.
What are you gonna do about the investigation? They're blaming everybody. They're blaming these nuts.
I know they're blaming Mr. Snuts, but don't worry about it. There's enough doubt circulation that most of the crew thinks it was somebody from the outside. And that's the way we're gonna take it, okay?
All right. Okay.
Alright. Now,
Thanks, Mr.
you get to
Tatum.
feeling better. You get some rest, get to feeling better. I'm gonna go get this cleaned up, and don't mention it to anybody. I'm gonna look over at Hat and I'm gonna say,
I was like,
"Yeah, I know, we're all fucking crazy. It's this damn shit that we've found. It's fucking with us, okay? Are you happy? Keep an eye on the kid." And then, I'm gonna turn and, walk away. I'm gonna throw that one with the blood on it so I can get it cleaned up later. Uh, and that will be that for the time being.
okay. The lieutenant comes up and, she starts kind of organizing things and getting people, kind of like triaged by the severity of their illness and that kind of stuff. Do you want to go talk to the captain about this, or do you keep it to yourself?
Right now, I'm going to keep it to myself.
Mhm.
Um, I'm going to kind of slowly change my projection from, harming the crew to, yeah, it was probably somebody outside. It was, there's too
Had to be
many.
an outsider.
Yeah, but it'll be a slow progression to that
Right.
kind of,
That's
like I've
odd.
been thinking about.
Never
Yeah,
heard
that's
Tatum
odd.
really take that particular tack.
Yeah, yeah. It is a little bit odd, but hey, it is what it is. Hey,
Okay.
Captain, we're getting along. Let's just be nice.
Okay. Well, let's say that we go ahead and pass a day here as you guys are getting everybody organized. You're kind of um, trying to set up some basic ministrations. Francois starts to look much better, but still he's like, he's not out of the woods, of course. Um, what do you guys want to do with the next day? I mean, if you want to, of course, you can just kind of bunker down here and just keep, treating disease as often as you can and see what you can do to get the crew hail, or do you want to do something else?
See,
I don't.
I don't have the ward medic thing to be able to assist that, right? I can just do
Um,
like one person at a
yeah,
time.
you're limited to one at a time, so theoretically you could do like two people a day. I'd be willing to say like we can go abstract with it and say, maybe you give everybody a +2 bonus or something like that if we want to just go, say take it a week and see what happens, right? That kind of thing. So I'm open to
Um,
whatever you guys want to do here.
Like,
okay.
yeah, I have something I want to do, but I don't want to hog the spotlight. So somebody else go, unless y'all
No, it's all
don't have
good.
anything in
Okay,
particular.
so I can. What rank? What is my? I think I'm still just trained. So either way, I want to go ahead and see if I can do some research
Okay.
on something. I know we're not going to find like a cure or an antidote, but maybe something that will help assist the crew. Um, like I said, if there's something like maybe some herbs or whatever that we can recover from the island, because
Mhm.
there was some vegetation, right?
There's a little bit. It's a really small island, but yeah, there's a little bit of vegetation.
We've got access to anything that may assist us.
I would say there's likely some stuff you could salvage from the underground facility as well. There were quite a few alchemical substances and stuff like that. Some of
Yeah.
those would be
Okay.
restorative in nature.
Okay. I'd like to do that.
Okay. Talk 'em.
Now
Oh, go
here's
ahead.
um just because I haven't had a chance to use it yet. We use a focus point to access lore.
Mhm.
Um, maybe tuberculosis lore.
Okay.
I don't
Sure.
know.
That's a specific lore, all right.
I mean, since I know that's what we're up
Right.
against.
I mean, that's what it's for.
Um, s- choose one lore skill you temporarily gain the same proficiency as, and I'm still just trained in spellcasting, so it's still a +2 plus level +6 or level 6
Yeah.
plus my
And
intelligence, which is 4. So it'll basically be a d20 plus 12. Is my math right on that?
I have no idea, but sure.
Because trained is +2,
Yeah.
Hmm.
plus level
Yes.
is 6. That's 8, and then
Yes.
plus int is 4.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
that
that would
sounds
be
good.
12 because I've got 11 to things. I have +3 too. So
All right.
And now what are you're just trying to recall knowledge about tuberculosis in general?
Yeah, to see if there's something that I can get my hands on,
Mm.
maybe after like walking through the facility and seeing,
Okay.
oh, this may help, or oh, look, there's an herb over here, maybe we can make, poultice or a breathing treatment or something.
Okay.
you should
Now,
wash your hands.
you guys had talked about going back into the facility together to go look in that lower area. I mean, do you all want to go back at this point and make a
I
trip out of it?
I
I
because there's nothing really for me to do. I was gonna go ask Wesley if he wants me to do anything for the investigation, and if not, then I was just gonna
I'd say,
Leave
yeah,
it.
let's do it.
no. Okay. Well,
Who
if you didn't
knows?
want me to do anything more for the investigation until we leave,
That's,
Takam's just gonna be
we'll
hanging
take
out
Takum with us.
on the
Because
ship. Mostly,
there may be something down in the down in that underneath that grate that may help us as well.
yeah.
So it may be worth a look. Assuming
Okay.
that our visitors are okay with it. You know that.
I mean, they're not
Oh,
thrilled about delay, but I mean, they've been stuck on this planet for 2 years, so they're not exactly like, you know,
Another day's
it's
not
gotta
now.
be now, you know.
We
and we're
can't.
I
We
still
think
can't.
they would. I
we
think
can't leave anyway.
they would probably want to come back in with you, but not necessarily like go down there. But
Yeah, I think that's
I think
fine.
they're
Yeah.
not crazy about the idea of you coming back and like being around their ship without them. That's the only thing they care about.
Okay. Well, if that's what they prefer,
I think I don't
assuming
see why they
Roscoe,
couldn't.
right? Assuming Roscoe's got things in hand, that we've at least, you know, we got a plan in place. We've got orders set out. Of
Yeah,
course,
and one thing I did
Wesley's.
want to note is that probably in this case, like Decius would have taken a bigger sort of role in managing things on the ship, but he is actually one of the ill, so he's definitely under the weather himself here.
Yeah.
So that's probably why he's
Okay.
not quite as active here.
Um,
But yeah, Roscoe can handle things for the time being.
Wesley's, you know, still eyeballing the rest of the crew, trying to see if he notices anything out of the ordinary, as
Mhm.
far as, you know,
You see Brother Thomas in the corner,
relation.
like doing shanking motions, but with no dagger in his hand.
That's odd.
Weird.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, but other than that, I guess, and kind of discussing with Tavom and Takom, after
Talking to Tatum.
Takom to Tavom, yeah. After you know, getting their updates, especially from Takom on the names that he got, I said, well, once we get everybody better, then we'll start the the questioning.
Okay.
So how much time
But
is going to pass before we head out?
If you're going to ashore, I think it's probably the next day, right? Like then maybe
yeah,
the next morning.
Yeah.
I would
So-
definitely want a night's rest, you know, a full rest.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't need me for anything else today. I'm gonna
Put
just,
that down.
Yes, go get some rest because we're going back to the island tomorrow. See if we can find anything to help us, and perhaps investigate that underground passage.
Yeah.
While we're
And I will spend most of the night before I actually go to sleep up on the deck, away from everybody,
Or tuning to the waves.
looking out over the sea. We'll say.
Gotcha.
I'm going to spend a chunk of the night away from everybody.
Hey,
I'm
same.
going to I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go. I may even go down on the shoreline away from the ship, and take out both the daggers. And
I mean, you do
kind
have
of,
to take a dinghy to get to shore. The ship is anchored pretty far out.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I will find someplace quiet in the ship,
Mhm.
where I can get to some water. Um, I will clean both of the daggers, make sure I get all the dry blood off of it. And I'm saying might be doing it in almost a ritualistic way, and I'll kind of be asking, like thinking of probably Norgorber, but like to myself and kind of to out loud. Did you have that boy kill him?
You could give me a religion check or a stealth check, I guess.
I
Norgorber's
think
religious skill is stealth, right?
I
Or is it
believe.
deception?
So, I
I think
don't
he's
remember.
got. I don't know.
It is stealth. Divine skill is
It is
stealth.
still
Yeah.
all right.
I could see even diplomacy being a divine skill because he's got the whole 3-face thing.
He's got
Uh,
different faces.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Are you sure it's not 4?
No, it's only 3.
Okay.
No one's that crazy to have 4.
Nobody's got 4 faces. Come on.
That's too many.
Oh no. I got 1 hero point left. I'm gonna use it.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
A
baby.
lot better. A lot
That's
better.
a lot better.
I'm gonna say you don't, like you kind of pose this question. You don't get, it's not like anybody speaks to you. But you get the impression that you get this feeling that it's not about the target, really. It's about the
Not-
deed.
It's about the deed.
And as you're sort of, you know, here contemplating this in this sort of peaceful, mindful state, you feel like it's almost like your connection with the dagger and the mask sort of solidify and become more like in tune with them, as if you've maybe sort of adapted to the presence of both of them, and it is going to eliminate the penalty that you have from your mask in um, diplomacy checks.
CJX is gone. Oh, and I can edit the item. Let me go find that. Let me just delete you. Diplomacy -3. Bye bye.
Delete that penalty.
Delete that. Hey, all right. Cool. Awesome. That was my primary goal, is to get rid of that.
Okay.
That being said, uh, I am pretty much ready to go, just bed down and head in for the next day. But if I could get the actual items, or at least one of them, because I may want to try to use them if
Oh,
we fight.
Were you doing this like on above deck, or were you doing this like with stored
Oh
water
no,
below deck?
below deck.
way below deck.
Got it.
Below deck.
Got it.
Yeah, way below deck.
Got it.
With
That's
half the
that's
crew,
how
with
Tavom
half
likes
the
to
crew,
operate.
yeah, with half
Ah,
the
you,
crew
you just
sticking
you
up
just
on
mentioned
deck.
water, so
Yeah. Now, with half the crew up on deck, the other half still kind of busy or bunked down, I figured there would be a spot on the ship I could find that I could do this and be undisturbed.
Okay, let me check this. So, okay. Let me get your sheet up here. And it is now in your inventory.
Sweet.
You do feel like the dagger has a lot of potential. As mentioned after the main paragraph, you think this blade may yet contain mysteries undiscovered. But it does feel nice and snug there. Okay, so we pass the night. Everybody take a long rest. You can heal up to max if you're not already. I think everybody is. And we'll return back to Underground the following day. Do you guys have tokens in the scene? Oh, you're like way over here. Okay. Oh, come on. Whatever. All right. Well, you'll be here. Are you guys going here?
Yeah, that's where we
yeah,
were
that's
Okay.
going,
the
I
plan.
think.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, as you come downstairs, nothing else has changed as you get down there.
I would.
Um,
I think we probably need to I would like to take a quick run through each room to see if we find anything that may assist in the.
Sure. Yeah. So okay, yeah. So you go over to like where Frozen Hand died. That certainly had a ton of stuff that could be used, and you collect a variety of different restorative potions. Like,
Hmm.
some of them are basic healing stuff, some of them are for diseases, some of them you think maybe with a little bit of work you could probably do some mixing and turn them into something that's a potent healing item. Give me a perception check. Everybody can.
Oh, if this is related to, well, I didn't do the tuberculosis.
Tavom and 6, nothing. Wesley, you're pretty sure that Frozen Hand's body was prone before, and now it's supine. But nothing else seems out of place.
That's odd.
Yeah, you're almost you're kind of like, am I misremembering? No, I'm pretty sure.
What you looking at?
He was face down before, and now he's face up. But I mean, still very dead looking. Doesn't look like that's changed.
You know, Captain, that looks a lot like our Frozen Hand.
That
You know,
that
how he's
was
turned over.
as far as we know. We're
So
not
he's
sure.
dead.
Well, he was. Hang on, I gotta fix your earphones.
So we're getting a lot of feedback here, Chikros.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my headphones shit the bed. Okay.
I think it switched your microphone or something because you're like coming through super loud now. Yeah. You know, Discord will just do that shit to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the right.
That's a lot of banging.
Yeah, that's a lot of banging.
Right. Well, it's telling me that it's.
I feel like it switched to your webcam or something. That's what it sounds like.
So, what happened to him?
Oh, we killed him, but I don't
How about
remember it.
that better?
Yeah, better.
Well, why?
Well, I don't know. I mean, look
He
around.
had he had some kind of purple worm in his head.
Oh,
and
that why?
I think it caused him to not be himself and attack us.
Yeah, if you guys remember, he did attack you. He, as soon as you saw him, he said something along the lines of like,
I'm
"I
glad
see
it was
your."
you.
Well, yeah, before you
That's
killed
when he
him, he
died.
said, "I see you guys are back to yourselves, or you're awake, or you remember something like that." He could tell that you were no longer whatever he knew you might be, and then he was like, time to get you back under control. So it seemed like he was attacking you with the intent to maybe put you back in your previous state, or maybe kill you. You don't know what he was going to do, but he certainly did attack you.
And we started this before BG3 came out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. I thought
It was around the same time, actually. And I remember as I started playing Baldur's Gate 3, I was like, I swear to God, if they're telling the same story I am, I'm going to be so pissed. My stuff is going to look so derivative.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We should probably close and maybe lock this door behind us. Because I know we didn't take the time. We didn't have the time to put his body to rest, but that's not how we left him.
I guess that would make you actual captain then, not just acting captain.
Depends on who you ask, but if
I
you
don't-
follow
I'm-
if my orders are followed, does it matter?
From what I understand about how piracy and ships work, you murder the previous captain, you're probably captain now.
Well, I assisted.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not going to say I killed him. I helped.
Yeah, he didn't get the finishing blow in. He didn't really kill him.
Well, I don't think that's what matters. I think the fact that you were here killing him is what matters.
And as far as I remember, it was pretty much a unanimous vote for me to be captain. And I have
Oh, I didn't
offered
say it wasn't.
multiple times as I'm looking at Tavom, if you think you can do a better job.
Oh, no, no, no. I would never think anything like that. I know it. But I wouldn't want that responsibility. This is all you. You're perfect for it.
Very well, then maybe we should
I don't
carry
really agree
on.
with the way you said that, but I do agree that you are the best choice in this room.
In this room of 3 people and a dead guy, I think you're the best choice.
Thanks.
I was leaning
Your
to the dead guy.
confidence in me is unparalleled.
I can think of a lot of parallels, but we'll see if we can get that up.
I find your
Okay.
lack of faith in me disturbing.
Yeah.
Movie quotes are
okay.
lost on 6. Don't.
So you guys have gathered up quite a bit of healing supplies from this room.
Yeah.
You're gonna move him in here and close the door behind you. I realize now you can't see that. Move him into the room and close the door behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna leave him where he was.
He was like right in the door, so
Okay.
I assume you're gonna have to
Yeah.
drag him in or out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drag him in.
Drag him in.
Close the door behind him.
Okay.
Hang on.
Maybe come back and check and see if he's on our way back out. If we're still in good health, see if he's
Okay.
moved again.
Gotcha.
And maybe give him that Viking's funeral. I don't know.
There you
Yeah.
go.
He deserves
what?
at least that, I think.
What happened to his hand, by the way?
Does Tatum still have it?
It doesn't look like I remember.
I don't have it in my sheet. I put it on, took it back off, and I thought or
I mean, it
let's
got
say
linked
that
whatever
does
whatever
one of
Griff's
you guys
character's name.
does one of you guys carry a bag of holding?
Romir.
I mean, I
No.
do, but I certainly don't have it.
Oh, I do have it. I have it in my backpack. I do have the
Oh,
frozen
okay.
hand. I didn't
Yeah,
even
okay.
realize I had it.
So yeah, do you answer Takum's question?
I mean, you kind of had to be there.
What does that mean?
Well, if you'd been there, you'd know what happened to his hand. I mean, it's
All
a
right,
whole
Wesley, what
ordeal.
happened to his hand?
It was some type of gauntlet artifact that had some cold powers.
Got it. Not actually frozen. Yeah, the whole time I thought it
not
was
as
frozen.
not his actual hand, no.
So I take it, by the way, Tavum's being so evasive here that he probably has it.
I do
Or
believe
at
he's
least
the one
wants
that
it.
picked it up. Yeah.
I was the only
I
one that could
think
get my hand in it.
we tried, couldn't. It's not to say we couldn't try again. I don't know how sometimes these magic things are funny about that. Sometimes they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry for all the questions. It's kind of
No,
just, I wasn't
well,
here for any of this.
We got to catch you up. All good.
Yeah, which
Right.
6, just in case you're curious, there is a frozen hand folder in the items tab. Have you looked at that?
Yeah, I kind of know what it mechanically does.
Cool. So yeah, if you wanted to pursue that, that's up to you. I don't think anybody has actually stated an intent to use it, but
I do feel like Taco would actually be pretty good with it, but
yeah,
It's
the only reason.
Oh, there was 2 of them. There was one in the party stash. I don't know why I had one and there was one in the party stash.
Yeah, I don't remember who had. I know you had it at some point, but I don't remember if you kept it or. I think it was one of those things where nobody specifically said.
Yeah. Oh, but does it bring the fire resistance in the party stash? I'll take that shit.
I feel like it might. It was enhanced dedication.
Invisibility?
It's both an item and it's like a dedication artifact thing. Whatever you call that, I forget what they're called.
I think that's why I wasn't super interested in it, because it's going to throw my build off. But Wesley would consider taking it, like as I said earlier, just as the captain's
symbol.
mantle, yeah, symbol of the office. But
Okay.
then again, he's like, I think he's kind of also wanting to forge his own way.
Well, this ain't really the time to be talking
Right.
about this
No.
kind of stuff. So,
So
if you ain't,
Yeah, you guys.
I'd
Each give
like
me
to look
a.
at it at some point if it
Each,
is some sort of artifact, but maybe not right now.
yeah, let's
if each
get
of you
down
guys
this.
could do a perception check for me for the middle room to see what you can salvage health wise.
I can't salvage shit. This all looks like junk to me.
Yeah, just junk. Oh my god.
It looks even worse to me.
Yeah, it's just
Not-
junk in here, guys.
Not a lot. You do gather a few things, but yeah, not a lot. There's like there's a lot of smashed bottles in this room in the middle, and you're like, yeah, maybe we could salvage some of this. No, never mind. And you guys go over to the westernmost room. At this point, you've salvaged all the healing stuff that you really can. And on the western side, you are facing that open grate once again. Of course, you see the corpse of other Takom laying there, along with all the others, except for, of course, the corpse of Tavom, which was over in the room where Frozen Hand is now. What
I
do?
kind of make sure Takom, the other Takom, is like on his belly. I'm just kind of like roll him over so he's not looking at me.
Mm-hmm. You're. It looks like maybe. It looks like maybe these corpses were disturbed as well. You're less sure just because you don't really remember. You weren't as paying as much attention. Like with Frozen Hand, it was very clear. Here, you're like, was that guy shifted? I'm not sure. It's not as obvious, but you think maybe they were moved as well.
Interesting. I'll make sure to share those concerns. Takom and Tavom.
Man, I'll conjure a little like mote of flame in my hand and say I could just burn him.
Don't burn that one, but the rest of them, I'm fine with that.
Up to you,
But
Cap.
it does lead to the thinking that something else is in here moving through, and we should go get and check out that hole.
Yeah, because if we haven't seen anything else up here, then chances are it's down there. And I'm assuming you said it was about 10 feet down?
20 feet
20.
down.
20 feet down. No obvious ladder or anything, any such sort.
Yeah, no, it looks like it's just a connected drainage. So, like, as you look down through, you can see there's another drainage at the bottom of the next one. So, you think it's like it just drains straight through. So, it's not really meant to be like climbed or descended necessarily, but here it is.
I'm going to pull out some rope and start tying it off onto something sturdy.
Okay.
And then drop the rest of the rope down the hole.
Okay. Yeah. So, the rope is now tied off and dangling down through.
Yep. And I've got the I'm holding it in one hand, and I'm about to hop down, and then I was like, where are my manners? After you, Captain.
Oh, man. Save him. Never change.
Are you hoping I'm going to get killed?
Yes. That's what he's
I mean, no, just
that would just be a
well,
bonus. That would be a bonus.
I mean, if there's something dangerous down there, I mean, quite honestly, better you than me, and why not lead by example and lead the way?
But there's also the matter of knowing each crew member's strengths and weaknesses. And you are much better in a physical fight than I am.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I've seen you hold your own.
He's got the tuberculosis.
I'm
too.
down with the
He's got
consumption pop.
Yeah. Excuse me. I don't think I. No, I don't think so. Maybe we should check me later. I don't think I have the tuberculosis. Oh well. All right. I will head down first if you insist.
I mean, if necessary, if you really feel that strongly about it, I will go first.
No, Captain. I think you are in charge here, and I think you should follow what you believe is right. And you sent him down first.
Yeah.
It's okay to be swayed by your crew sometimes, but you are in charge.
Do we see? I'm
Would there
assuming
be
there's
any
no
kind of
light
bonus to the climb
visible.
check for the rope?
Basically having a rope means the DC is much lower. So if you do, just roll an athletics check and don't roll a 1. You'll be fine. 2 1s, you die. No, you're fine. So yeah, you're kind of like rappelling quickly down the rope. I mean, you can't fully rappel, so you're just kind of like, got your back against the tube as you go down, and you get to the bottom. You can see a room very much like the one you were in. Will it let me, why won't it let me drag you through a wall? I'm the
So
GM.
over on the left, you probably might see a little ghost in all of your icons on the left. If you see the ghost, click on it and then try to drag.
A ghost on the icons on the left.
Yeah. So you've got your token control one in the very top left, and then to the right of that and down, you might see a ghost.
A ghost. Unconstrained movement. There we
There
Spooky.
you
go.
go.
Spooky, scary
Cool.
ghost.
You arrive in a
Yeah.
room very much like the one you were in. This one is trashed, and it looks like it's just a lot of discarded stuff. To the south, you can see a door, and then, yeah, all around you just looks like junk. I mean, maybe there's something valuable in there, but just a lot. It's almost like someone was just throwing trash down here.
I will give them a signal that I made it down, and as I do that, I also will look around. I'm also scouting if you want to put the scout effect on yourselves. But I am going to look around. There we go. Thomas.
Awesome.
Really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
need to change
Thomas.
that. I forgot that was set. Yeah, Thomas. Thomas, it's for the kid.
Yeah. The looking around here, that's for you. Are you searching around the room? What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm searching the room while I'm waiting for the rest of them to get down here because, I see
Okay.
some maybe interesting books over. Did you not put me in a real square or something, or is movement stopped?
I don't do that kind of weird shit. Should be able to move yourself. Is that the ghost thing? Do I need to unghost? Try now.
Yeah, that's what it
Oh,
was.
okay. So with your natural 20, before the others even get down there, you find some things. Both of these things quickly. In the stack of books, there's one that's clearly a magical grimoire. And in this discarded trash, you find what looks it's like a green, almost like a bright green robe, with intricate runic markings all around the hem. And then there's a cup of coffee. Don't fucking ask me. There's 2 cups of coffee.
Well, I'm not telling anybody about the fucking coffee. I'm just
It's
taking
it's
that.
2 flasks. It's like a flask of coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. That's coming with me. Now the grimoire, I'll pick it up and I'll let people know about that because I don't need it. Energy robes of
All right. I want to.
and I'm not telling anybody about them robes either, probably. Well, shit. No, I've got
Well,
armor on that's +1 leather armor. No, I will tell people about
before
the robes.
you loot stuff without people knowing about things. First of all, I want to look down the hole. Can I see how far down that is?
About 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay.
Yeah. And there's a rope, so I mean, you can climb down the rope if you want.
I just jumped down the hole.
Okay.
I put
I
them in
guess.
my inventory so I could move them over to the party stash.
But
Yeah.
before I jump down the hole, I'm gonna turn to Wesley briefly and say, "Hey, you're gonna be captain now, even if it's a little bit like you don't wanna. You should definitely try and keep some of your officers under control a little bit."
Tavom's not himself. He's not the same Tavom as when we started. I'm not sure what's going on yet, but
I didn't really know him beforehand, but something's certainly up with him, and I would keep an eye out. Of course, you're the captain.
Sure.
Your orders are
I
final.
love how Wesley gets advice on captaining from everybody.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It really has happened.
Everybody.
Everybody.
But he's getting
Anyway.
better. I feel like he's getting better. Well,
Yeah.
Oh, he certainly seemed to be
Tavom-
getting worse to me, and I've only known him for 2 days, but we'll see.
He said Wesley's getting better, not
Oh,
not.
never mind.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
mind.
no,
never
no.
mind.
Wesley's getting better. No,
Never mind. Sorry.
I knew Chris misheard that.
Yeah.
So I was
Yeah.
like, let me clear that up.
Like,
Yeah,
hold
yeah,
up.
okay. Hold up.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm glad you're here, Takom. I know we haven't had much time together to get to know each other, but if you have my back, I have yours.
I don't need much of the sentimentality shit, but
That's fine.
I appreciate it. I've got your back as long as you're captain. So you better be keeping that role.
Fair enough. All right, get down there.
Aye. And I just jumped down.
You got like
I'll
catfall
climb.
or something?
Yeah, catfall.
Okay. So you
Oh, so
land
do
you land on the grate, no problem. And
Yep.
you see Tavom is like stuffing a robe into a bag, and he like whips around like, "What? Me? No, nothing. I don't have anything."
Tavom, you're a cat person, right?
Yeah. I have land on your feet. Yep.
All right. I call it. What you got there, cat?
I'm climbing down, and as soon as he jumps down, I'm climbing down.
Do
There's
athletics. Don't roll a 1.
There's a magic grimoire here, I think, and some sort of robes that I think would help people climb. Neither of which, even though I wish I could climb, the robes just won't help me. So I was stuffing them in my bag to take back to the ship so we could figure it out later.
The robes are worn clothing. It's not armor, I don't think. Right?
That's what I'm saying. Like I can't. Like
Yeah.
I mean, I could put runes on them, but I need armor. I think.
No, I'm just saying. I think you can wear it over armor. I'm not sure if
Oh,
I'm.
can you?
Yeah. Well, it
I
goes
think
under
that's right.
armor, not over, but yeah. I guess you could put it over if you wanted to.
It's a
Either way.
robe. No, put it on.
Oh,
You can put it on over, you can put it on under. It's worn
Yeah.
clothing, not armor.
oh. Well, then maybe I didn't put that in the party stash. Right.
So you guys get down to the bottom. You see the same thing. Let me drag
Hang
you
on.
over here.
Did you lie to me about what the robe did?
No, I didn't. I mean,
Okay.
here's the description
Okay.
of the robe, but I was
Okay.
actually pulling it back to see if I can. Oh yeah, no, it says you can do it as worn clothing because
Okay,
it's a
yeah.
different slot than armor.
I
Yeah.
just saw that it was called Energy Robe of Acid, and you mentioned climbing. I'm like, that doesn't sound like acid, but I guess that's what it does. So never mind.
Yeah, no, I wasn't lying about that. Even though that seems like something
It
Tavom
did.
would do.
It did seem a lot like something. I can't see shit, by the way.
Oh, you can?
Is there no light
Oh,
down here?
yeah.
Or,
I guess it's dark down here.
Oh, am I the only one with dark vision?
do I
You
ha-
must be. The others
I-
can't see.
I'm gonna. I think I can use what's it called? The like level 1 fucking feat. It's like base kinesis or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Um,
I'm trying to find it. There it is.
it's in your actions. I don't know if it'll give you a light effect though. You
Yeah.
would have to like maybe do
Yeah.
a light spell. Wesley, do a light spell.
I don't have
Yeah.
a
I did
light
mention I
spell.
conjured a mote of flame in my hand before. I never said I got rid of it, so I guess I still have that.
Right. It makes sense.
You should be able to put a light aura on yourself
That's a lot of doing.
in the token section.
Whoops.
Bam! All you got to do is search for effect light and drag it on yourself.
Oh, nice.
Huh.
There you go.
Okay.
That works
Wait,
too.
but where do
Okay.
I search for that?
Well,
Uh,
people
in the
already
The
did it.
compendium.
Oh, now it's gone.
I couldn't
It's gone.
put it on him. I couldn't put it on him. I have dark vision. I don't need the
Okay,
light.
where do I do that?
So the setting cogs on the right go up one, and that's the
The book.
compendium, the book.
Okay, book. I
And then
see
at the top,
journal.
just
Oh
yeah,
no, that the other book. Just
Yeah.
give me
the other book.
There are a lot of books.
Light.
Yeah,
It's the
and then type in
compendium.
The closed book.
Spell
Effect.
effect.
Light.
spell effect light.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, the compendium tab is really useful. Basically, you can search for any item or effect in the game, and it's just like a global search.
I guess technically my kinetic aura is also active because I have to
Yeah.
have that active to do anything. We just assume that's always active,
Yeah.
unless I say otherwise.
You guys, as you get down here, you see these boxes of discarded trash and books, but they're both empty. And you're like, wow, why did the GM set these up and then leave them empty? That's crazy.
Huh. Books, huh? I like books.
Yeah. It's here. I told you. I'm just put it in my bag for later. Good. Here, take it. It's in the party stash.
In the party
I
stash.
will take it and then offer it back to Tavom and say, I mean, if you want to carry it, you can. I'll carry it too if you don't want to.
Y'all
I
were
just wanted
sitting
to
me
carry
down
your
first.
burdens.
I looked around. I found some shit. Y'all don't trust anybody.
It was the Endless Grimoire was the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to find.
Now,
Yeah,
Does
you're
that
right. I
only-
don't trust anybody.
Does that
Don't worry.
only affect
Fair
Not
enough.
just you.
prepared spellcasters? It
I'm
doesn't
not sure.
specify, but it talks about learning a spell and
Let's see.
recording them.
Grimoire. Endless Grimoire.
To learn a spell,
Uh,
you have to be a spellcaster. I think that's a ability
says-
spellcasters get.
If you use the grimoire during your daily preparations and are capable of preparing spells of the appropriate level, the grimoire's nature leaks into your mind, allowing you to prepare an additional first level spell.
I don't
But
prepare
this
spells.
might not be good for Wesley.
No.
I'm not a
'cause he's
spellcaster.
spontaneous. This was clearly a Hadron item, and
Yeah.
that bastard
Uh-huh.
didn't come back to play.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So rip.
It's all
But it's worth money, and you can sell it.
Let's sell it. And I did
This-
give you a list of things,
I
Wesley's
feel
wish
your
list.
pain. I feel your pain as a GM putting in
Yeah.
loot for people and then they're not fucking here.
So they're just not there.
Yeah, I feel it.
Or you put loot in for people and Tavom grabs it instead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the robe of acid, I think, is good for anybody.
Yeah.
What was it?
I've been eyeing up the frozen hand, so it looks good for me. It looks good
There
for a
is-
kineticist.
There is a door to the south.
The door to
Yeah,
the
you're gonna
south.
The
You-
door to the
you're gonna see
south.
something say that I am taking frozen hand. Well, there's two of them in there, so I am taking one so I can delete it because we don't need two.
But I
There's
got
not-
two hands.
But there's only one item.
So wait,
There's
you're
only one
taking
item.
yours out of your inventory and just doing party stash, or
Yeah, there's one in the party stash. That's the
Okay.
official one, and I deleted the one out of my inventory, so there's only one in the game
Okay.
world.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I was not listening at this door. I
Sure.
could like check it for traps and listen at the door, I guess.
Great
Okay.
idea. You do that.
Yeah, let's just say you do that. It appears to not be trapped or anything. Everything, you don't hear anything. And I'll just to speed things along, we'll say you open the door and there's a tunnel that goes down, and it's basically completely featureless tunnel, almost like it's a secret tunnel. And it ultimately goes around a corner and then upward into the room that you started in under the staircase. So basically, over there. If you want, I'll drag you
Okay.
through. So basically, it opens up underneath of the staircase over here.
Ah. But we still haven't come across whatever is moving the bodies. Uh,
You haven't come across anything moving.
um, and we went back this way, right? Because we went up here and talked to Frozen Hand, and we went all the way up into the northern spot here. We checked those rooms, right?
You didn't
Yeah,
explicitly say you were going to. But yeah, if you
Might as
go
well.
up there, you don't find anybody in there. Seems like nothing's changed. The furnace still burning, but not as hot as before.
And this room still looks the same over here.
This room is a little bit different. The crystals are gone.
The crystals are gone, you say?
Mhm.
The crystals are gone, guys. Something weird is going on. We're missing something here. Or somebody else was on the island and took off, but we didn't see any
Not a
other
very big
vessels that I know
island.
of. No, it's not a very big island. I figured we would see any other
you would think.
vessel. Yeah.
Vessel.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, certainly in the daytime. Like you definitely would have seen any vessel coming in the daytime. Maybe at night. I mean, even then, it would be like if they're not running any lights at all, maybe. But it's kind of a dangerous, you know.
I
I'm
guess it
going.
depends on if it was full moon, new
Yeah.
moon.
I'd be willing to bet they're still here hiding out somewhere.
Hmm.
Maybe not in this
I'm
place.
gonna.
Did we miss a secret door somewhere?
I'm gonna switch
Possibly.
from scouting to search and have search my exploration activity. Um, I mean, because we got time, and I'm just gonna walk through the whole place again, searching for secret doors, anything else out of place. The only
Okay.
place we haven't gone back to is all the way up here where the guys
Which
are protecting their ship.
Okay.
they should be there, right?
Yeah,
They're
they're just kind
there.
of hanging
Okay.
around. And you know, they're willing to go back in there with you if you want to, you know, look in there. But yeah, as you let's just say, I'll say you guys spend maybe 2 hours just combing the place top to bottom. Um, After the search, um, you don't find anything new. You don't find any new secret doors. Nobody around. Um, the place seems to be truly vacant here
I
at
think
this point.
they must be hiding out elsewhere on the island. Either that or these corpses aren't quite as corpsey as we thought they were.
That's a possibility. We could pile them all up and burn them. Save the one I'm saving for my brother. Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. I think if just to be on the safe side, we should burn them all.
Got it.
yeah, no, we're not burning my brother. Y'all all saw the ghost. He told me to hold that body for him.
I didn't see shit, but I won't burn it if you don't want me to. As long as Captain don't order me to. And I look to
How
Wesley.
do we not know that the ghost of your
Also, I don't know
brother?
what you got.
A,
How
that
you're
he
in here.
is the
If
ghost
I
of your
found you.
brother, and
I mean, this wasn't the first vision of him I've had. He's come to me in dreams and warned me of of deeds. And I'm gonna kind of sit there for a second. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna Movat. Are you there? Come forth if you can. Because I got this idea that maybe Movat has been the one moving stuff around in preparation of taking over this body.
Um, you hear like a vague sort of echo, as if someone's trying to talk to you from a very long way away down a tunnel. Uh,
Does it maybe
but
sound like it's coming from a room that we are not in?
no, it only Tavom hears it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't hear
And
shit.
yeah, it doesn't like you. It sounds like maybe Movat hears you and tries to reply, but he's not able to make contact at this point.
Hmm. He heard me, but I can't hear him, or I can't make him out. I mean, if you wish, we're going to be here at least what another day or two to the cruise well enough to go. I have no problem staying with the body and seeing what I see. If something goes wrong, I'll come get you.
The most heroic thing I've heard Tatum say all night, and it makes sense he got the hero point.
Right.
He's gonna need
Okay.
it.
I would like to open my senses to numerous visions of the immediate future here.
Oh, 1,000 visions. The visions
This,
grant you subtle details of your immediate surroundings within 30 feet. Within this range, you don't need to succeed at a flat check to target a concealed creature. You're not off guard to creatures that are hidden from you, unless you're off guard to them for reasons other than your hidden condition. Their hidden condition. And you need only a successful DC 5 flat check to target a hidden creature beyond 30 feet. The visions become overwhelmed with too many possible futures, making all your senses imprecise beyond this range. The visions persist for 1 minute.
just to kind of see if there's anybody or anything hidden. Um, obviously this is more geared towards an encounter, but
Mhm. Vivid hallucinating companions, yeah.
yeah.
No, you don't. 1,000 visions. You don't detect any hidden creatures. I mean, the idea here is like you're seeing the immediate future.
I kind of imagine it like Doctor Strange
Mhm,
going through all the possible futures.
yeah, or like the OG, Paul Muad'Dib,
Yeah.
seeing the possible futures after drinking the spice melange.
Yeah.
Um, I think you don't notice anybody. You don't find anybody here. But maybe as part of the visions that you see, you do like see an individual almost flitting around the edges of it, never quite in view, but as if it were a possibility so remote that you can't quite put your finger on it. But like as if there could have been another person coming here in the future, but it's just incredibly unlikely.
Nobody that I can recognize or anything like
You're
that.
not able to. It's too vague to make out. Even like you can just make
Okay.
out the shape that it's humanoid,
Okay.
and like maybe human, but you're not even really that sure. Like maybe it's half elf, elf, something like that.
Sure. Okay. I give Tatum once the minute's over and I'm sure nothing else is there. I give Tatum a long, steady stare.
Mhm.
Okay. The captain we give funeral rites because he was the captain. Everybody else, the others were clones. I don't care what we do with them. We burn them. But not in here. We'll carry them to the island. Outside. We carry them up and we burn them outside. The captain, we get Captain Frozen Hand. We give proper funeral rites. And if your brother's not in that body when we leave, we burn that body as well. Are
You're
you
muted.
muted?
Shit. That's what Tavom says. Shit.
No, Tatum holds his composure a little bit better than that.
Shit.
Hmm, hmm.
I mean, what's your deadline for taking everybody up to Chris? I missed that. Is it like tomorrow or?
I would assume that we would start now, just
Okay.
getting,
So you're saying basically like,
because we are kind of on a timeline here because the crew is sick, and we've
Mhm.
got to get those medicines back
sure.
to see if we can get this under control.
Okay. So just going step by step, you guys are going to take the bodies up first, right?
I would
No.
say
The
take
captain
I
and
was
the
I
sorry.
I would say we return with the medicines. We send some of the able-bodied crew. I will accompany them back down here with whoever else, and we have them help us carry the bodies out. I think your
It
priority should be
is
to get them in.
it is a long. If you guys remember the stairs that go up, it's like a switchback that goes like 50 feet. I think you guys are pretty far underground here.
okay. Okay, make it so.
Okay.
Number one.
That's the power of the captaincy. So you guys take the medicines back.
Mm-hmm.
Tavom is going to form a group
A
to
work
kind of
party.
a work party to facilitate moving the bodies. I'd say that's not difficult. You
I
guys get all
would
that going.
I would like to say maybe bring Captain Frozen Hand's body back to the ship so that any crew members that that served with him can say their final goodbyes to him,
Mhm.
and we'll perform the ceremony here on the ship, commit his body to the sea. The
Okay.
others we burn, the clones we burn.
Okay.
They're
So you take Frozen Hand with you on the return trip.
yeah, I think so. I think that would be the best.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, you get back to the ship on the dinghy. You guys have to row back to the ship on the dinghy. You've got Frozen Hand's body in there with you, a bunch of medicine. When you get back to the ship, the people throw down the ladder, and you're climbing up, and a couple guys come down to help get the body up there. And I guess probably the lieutenant, yeah, all the Aslanti folks come back. Well, I would say the lieutenant and the captain come back. They actually will leave the other two there for the time being until you guys are ready to leave. And the lieutenant um, is like, I can help distribute the medicines if you'd like, Captain.
I would appreciate that. That would be kind of you.
Okay. If you do a medicine check, and you can take a +4 circumstance bonus from the lieutenant's futuristic help.
I'm assuming I would have had time to do like a refocus before we come back.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, +4. Dang! Ugh. It
You don't
hovered
have any
around
hero
that
pose?
20. Yeah, of course. I've got the one. Oh, that's way better.
Your hero points tonight have really paid off. I think every
Yeah.
single one was like a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With that check, I'll say you guys are able to dose out, mix, and apportion the medicines in such a way that you're able to. I'm going to say it'll take just 2 days, basically, to stem the tide of the outbreak, and then maybe another week or so before everybody's hale. But like everybody's going to be on the path to recovery after the 2 days. We will need to make one more check for Francois. So if you want, I can make that check now.
Yeah.
Or we can do it later.
Let's do
Up
it
to you.
now.
Okay.
Let's just
Give
do
me
it now.
give me another treat disease check, and we'll see if you give him the +2, +4. What do you give him?
Why is my stuff still showing red?
Are you seeing red again?
Well, my bonuses, but I don't see any penalties adding up. So I don't know. Maybe it just didn't.
Okay, so just a success here, so +2. So he's going to have a total +8. I am incorporating the bonus this time.
Oh. Oh.
Francois gets worse again. Because of your previous success, he doesn't immediately die here. The books, of course, rolling for Francois. So we'll need one more check for Francois. Just to make sure I don't lose track of this, I'm going to roll another check for him secretly. And then I'll let you guys know what happens if we pass another day here. So let's see. Okay, so you guys are divvying out the stuff. How do you want to do the funeral ceremony for Frozen Hand? Describe it for me.
We'd probably wrap his body in some sheets, weigh it down with something. What, Brian?
Tatum grabs the plague sheets and uses that to wrap his body in.
Wraps him in the tuberculosis sheets.
We need to get rid of them anyway.
Hey, I mean, 2 for 1. I think it's a good idea.
All right. He'd understand.
It's a BOGO on plague sheets. Everybody
Yeah,
get in.
All right. And then, Wesley would
I immediately
say,
go wash my hands.
Yeah, sure.
Wesley would say a few words about Captain, recounting any funny stories, serious stories, inspiring stories, whatever.
Well, and of course, it was always, the captain before was notorious for everybody wanted to be on the captain's crew because he always got paid and he always shared a lot. Everybody got paid better on Captain Frozen Hand's crew than basically any other pirate crew in the inner seas. So that's probably what one of the, as far as pirates go, he was very generous.
Yeah. And then with a final, we're going to figure out who did this to him or how he came to be in this situation.
Oh, his hand became wait, no.
And we will avenge him.
As you say, we will avenge him. Lightning in the distance.
All right, looks like a storm's coming.
Looks like a storm's kicking up off the what is it called? The Eye of Abendago.
Shit, that's always a storm.
Yeah, you guys are actually really close to it at this point. I mean, it's. I mean,
here comes another one.
But you're about as close as there are land masses to it.
Okay.
And then you throw them overboard.
And then we'll toss them overboard.
Splash. You see him descend for, just a few seconds before he's out of sight. Everybody has a moment of silence. And then people kind of start to slowly return to their normal activities on the ship.
Hold up
With
there.
the,
I need all the able-bodied men with me. We have more work to be done on ashore. Grab the oil and the lanterns and the
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A couple guys are like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
Hey,
what are we doing?
remember that we want to preserve the facility.
that was my brother.
burn the
and
whole place
I never burnt the place. Good God, I'm still paying for
You
Movats.
talk about burning down one
Indiscretions.
place.
One play.
You burned down
No.
one place. That's all
We're
people
gonna-
know you for.
Yeah, we're gonna pull all the bodies up and we will get them burned.
Very good.
And yeah.
Make it happen.
How many men can we spare? I'm thinking at least how many bodies were there? 1, 2, 3, 4,
How
5.
many can you
There's
fit in the dinghy?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, we're
probably
not
like
bringing them on.
eight
We're not
people
bringing
to
them
fit
on.
in the dinghy. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll take 8 people over there
Sounds good.
and we'll go down.
Well, probably take 6 people because we are people on the dinghy, are we not?
6 extra.
Oh, you're coming back
people,
with me?
Sure.
You're coming back with
I
me?
figured I would be the one burning them, but if you don't want me to,
He is
you
a
can do
he
it
is
on
a
your
fire
own.
kineticist. So
I can. I'm very good at that. That's like my
that is-
specialty.
It's
he helps.
let
us
him
burn.
let the
I don't
kineticists
have
have
any.
it.
Let him
I
cook.
don't have any. I don't have
Let
any
him cook.
objection to it. I just wasn't sure. I didn't realize he was coming with me.
No,
Sounds
it's okay.
good,
I
yeah.
wanted to talk to what's his face? I forgot your name.
Tavom?
Tavom. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I could only remember you as Cat.
Let me take a quick pee break again, and then we'll go for just a few more
Same.
minutes.
Y'all go
here.
ahead. I'm not
Yeah, yeah.
listening.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to keep going and talk
It doesn't
while
have
you're
to be a
doing that.
secret, but sure, I'll talk.
I mean, I got my headset on, so I'll hear.
I'll
it.
just,
But
I'll just
when we
watch it
get
on the
back,
stream later.
when we get back, before once everyone's spread out and actually bringing the bodies up before I start burning them, you had the frozen hand, right?
I did have the frozen hand, yes.
I talk him goes over and he's like, so if nobody's using that, can I see that hand? The old captain.
Oh yeah, no, I only have it because I was the only one who could get my hand in it. But it doesn't work well with me. It doesn't really suit me, and so oh,
Yeah,
he pulls it out of his, hands it over.
I was thinking of trying it on. See how it feels,
Yep. Nope.
I will.
Understand.
I do feel like Tev should probably be here. But
Well, and we could do that we could be doing this on the way back or after we're done gathering the bodies because
yeah,
Tevis needs to be here for what I want to do too. Because
yeah,
I'm gonna hide the body for Movat. I'm not taking it up.
that's fine. I wasn't supposed to burn that one anyway, so I ain't saying shit.
Yeah. Well, at least not burn it right now.
I guess one other thing I'll say to you is, hey, about the other day, I'm not apologizing, or not the other day, but a few hours ago, not apologizing for what I said, but I just need to let you know how things work with me. So,
Oh,
for a pirate, I would say I'm pretty by the books, hierarchical. Captain's above you. I'll listen to him first. You're above the crew. I'll listen to you next.
no, that's understandable.
I don't want to
I-
be getting on your bad side just because we have different ways of going about things.
Oh no, I wouldn't say you're getting on my bad side. It's good to know where you stand. So I'll let you know where I stand. Wesley would be a fine merchant captain, but he is a bad pirate.
I agree. He's a terrible pirate. He's captain, though.
He currently is captain. So I wouldn't always just follow his orders. Might make suggestions if there was something better that would work better. Let him contemplate it, and then if he gives the same order again, then follow it. Granted, you're going to do what you do, and you may not take that advice, but let's just say the safety of the ship in the crew becomes before any one, including the captain.
I understand. I see where you're at. I will keep your words in consideration.
Very well. Let's do one
Anyhow,
last walk through and make sure that we've gotten everything.
Yeah.
you
Be
go
well.
ahead. I'll wait up here.
Be well. You go ahead and give me a stealth check for how well you're able to basically just get Tavum's body away without anybody really making a fuss about it or really noticing what you're doing. And then Takom 6, do a fortitude save if you're going to try and put the glove on.
I am indeed gonna try and put the glove on. Is the glove a curse or whatever else which Warden applies to?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was able to put it on and take it off with relative ease. I don't think it was
It's
cursed.
not a competition, but
Not a
yes.
competition.
He was
No,
able
it
to
is
do
not a competition. I was saying that for his benefit of
I
you put the
think
glove
there's
on.
a good chance.
Yeah, it slides right on, fits like a glove. Hey, it is a glove.
There you go. It is a glove.
Haha. I get it.
As soon as you like get it on your arm, like it feels cold. You can feel the cold, and it even kind of hurts a little. It's uncomfortable,
I'm
but
always cold.
as soon as you get it on your arm, it kind of almost locks into place, and it starts to take on that blue icy sheen that you're used to seeing the captain have. It's a little bit muted right now. You feel like, over time it will, like it's nothing like what it looked like when Frozen Hand was wearing it, right? It seems like as you incorporate it into yourself or acclimate more to the glove, that it kind of like has a stronger, bigger presence, becomes more icy and covers up more of the arm. Is what I'm saying in physical
Okay.
terms,
Okay.
but yeah, you are wearing the glove and you can
Good.
attune to it.
I would like to do that. It's in the party sheet. I forget how to get there.
P
I'm so
is for
bad at
party.
P.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
P.
hotkeys.
Oh, you can just hit P for party?
Apparently.
Yep.
I
Wow.
didn't know that.
And the players can hit C for character.
Wow.
And you can hover
I
over a thing and hit. You can hover over and hit T for target. You can hit Alt and it will highlight everything in the room with you. For the GM, it will highlight everything on the map. So if you're having trouble finding something that you have hidden,
Very nice.
So
Okay.
how do I do the cold resistance? It should be 8 for me because I already had cold resistance, but I don't know how to increase my cold resistance.
I think you can just set it manually. We can do a rule element to make it work
Yeah, I can.
nice.
I can't edit the one that's in there, but I could set one manually.
Oh, yeah.
put it
from
back in the
green
party
cell.
stash because I can do that. Or I was able to do it on another
Okay.
item.
I'll put it back in the party stash.
Okay, so B will, let's say you're keeping the body aside. Are you gonna leave it down there, or are you gonna try and get it above? Like, you're gonna try and get it back on the ship somehow without people noticing, or what's your plan here?
So, I really have no idea, from what I recall about the previous sessions of how to get that soul into this body.
Hmm.
So I really don't know what to do. Um, and this body hasn't been deteriorating, correct? Not that I can tell over the last couple of days. Like if it was when it was on that table, it was
It's in
kind of
fairly good condition. It seems to be like it doesn't necessarily look like it's not deteriorating, but it's a slowed process, like for sure. It's in much better condition than like a normal human body would be.
yeah.
or
Uh,
folk.
yeah, I don't know if enough time has passed. I haven't really had time to research anything, but is there like, can I make another skills check of some sort if I can think of a way to help this process along?
You could
Um,
do an occultism check or a religion check.
uh, so LMNO cultism? No, let's probably not do that. Religion is not much better.
Okay.
But occultism is better. I'm sorry. Occultism is
Okay.
definitely better. Occultism is definitely better. Looky there.
Not bad. As you're thinking about it, um, you you hear that voice, like the echoey voice from a distance again, but this time it seems like it's able to get a little bit closer, and it's like, take the body, Hell Harbor. Take the body to Hell Harbor.
Okay.
It doesn't give you any guidance on how to sustain it. You're kind of thinking maybe you just gotta hide it.
Okay. Of the crew that came over with us, is there any one of them? Because I believe my buddy is ill and not with me, right? He was not
Yeah,
part of the
no,
crew
it's
that came over.
yeah,
Yeah,
not feeling
he was
good.
not with me. Is there anybody else in the party that I feel like that's with us that would be as trustworthy as a pirate can be if I was to like lighten his workload, something like that, take it easy on him, give him a better, cushier job. If he was to look the other way as he helped me take this body up and
There is a
set
gentleman
it.
who seems amenable, and he's like, um, look, maybe next time we do payout, you put an extra 5 on my payout. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think we could probably make that happen. In
Okay.
fact,
Hey, by the way, it's been a while
uh,
since there was a payout. Are we gonna do payout soon?
I mean, we got to get back to Hell Harbor and sell the plunder, and then we can distribute the loot accordingly.
Okay.
But
All right. Hey, I
yeah,
got you. And hey, I like working under you, Tavom. I wish I could do it more often. You got a good, uh, you know.
tell you what, here's a good down payment, and I am going to give him my last gold piece
Hmm.
that I have on me, uh, just to you know,
He pockets it, smiles, and is like, where do I go, boss?
we've got to get this body aboard the ship. So we're going to wait till closer till dark. We're going to try to hide it in the rowboat. We may go over by ourselves, then come back, or um, we may sneak off while they're burning the main bodies.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
get the body over there. We'll get it secured, and then get back, and hopefully nobody will be the wiser.
Okay. Yeah. So this is gonna be like, this will be just like when he seems to be trying to like put together a thought and he can't.
This will be like you when you and I snuggled a body on board, so I could restore the soul of my dead brother.
Yes. That's not what I was gonna say, but okay. Yeah. It's all right. And he, yes.
Yeah, good. All right. So that's what we're gonna attempt to do. If I need to make more stealth checks and shit along the way out, uh, let me
No,
know.
your first one is sufficient. You're able to. I think you guys probably like wrap up the body, stow it in the bottom of the dinghy. Maybe kind of make it look like maybe it's like a valuable rug or something that you're bringing back as loot or something like that.
Mhm.
On the way back, I say to Tavom, I'm like, that's a pretty nice rug.
Yep. I thought it might sell well in Hell Harbor.
Yeah, I bet it will.
Take the body, Hell Harbor.
No indication. I know it's a body.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know it's a body. It's a rug. Nice rug.
It's a rug.
Really thick rug.
As you guys are, as you're rowing back into the ship, that guy, he keeps saying stuff like that. Like, yeah, this is just like when I. No. Oh,
Wow.
no. And he like goes quiet.
This guy has a horrible memory. Oh, wait a minute. This should be ringing a bell for me, I think. During the time when I handed him the gold, was I able to maybe like grab his hand and shake his hand, or maybe squeeze his, do a,
You
a
could have touched him,
hand
yeah,
to
if you
hand?
wanted to.
Yeah, yeah. Was he firmer than normal?
No, you didn't
No.
notice anything odd like that.
Huh.
Seems like he's trying to remember something, and every time he gets close to the memory, he can't put it together.
This happened to us too, though, right? Something
Well, of course,
similar
I
to
mean,
like.
you lost like, well, as far as you know, maybe you lost memory, or you know.
As he says it like the
What-
third time, and we're all crammed together in a little boat going back to the thing. I'm like having trouble remembering something.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, I don't even know what I was talking about at this point. Yeah, my bad. Sorry, guys. And then like 2 minutes later, he's like, "This is just like when I." No, wait.
I'm gonna turn to take him and say, we better have him checked out when we get back. I sure hope he doesn't have a worm in his head.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't even know how I would check that, but I'm sure one of you guys has got it under control. But I think you're right.
So I'm gonna say, you guys get the body on board the ship without anybody noticing, including the captain,
Or me.
or even Takum for that matter. Um, Later that same evening, unfortunately, Francois passes away, and you guys give him rights as well,
Yeah.
wrap him up, throw him over the side. And again, there's a flash of lightning in the distance. And as the flash of lightning cracks, and there's this brief illumination where you can kind of almost see all the way to the Eye of Abendago, um, just the ocean opening up, and you see far on the horizon a ship with tattered sails coming your direction. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Should have
It's
left that
time.
body.
Should have left that body.
Or
Good shit.
sacrificed less bodies to the ocean. I'm not sure which.
Not sure what it is. Good shit, guys.
All right. Good stuff.
Right,
Amazing as always, Tevis.
Yeah, had fun, enjoyed it. A lot of RP in this session.
Mhm.
Had some
Yeah.
some key cool moments.
Yep.
We'll get you some killing next time. Okay.
I
Get
got a
some
cool
killing next
hand that you guys already had, but now I have
Yeah.
it.
We're gonna have to start calling you
you
Cool Hand
Luke.
Luke.
I was gonna
Yeah.
I was gonna say something to take him about that. Say, hey, you might keep that under wraps until like maybe the captain formally presents it to you, just so there's no animosity among the rest of the crew.
Oh no! When I get back to the ship, I go to tell
He's-
him immediately.
Okay. You're still wearing it though, right?
Yeah, I'm still wearing it.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I go
Well,
tell him. Wesley.
And Wesley knows that he was like the first time he tried to put it on, he couldn't.
Yeah.
Eh,
Cabin, unless you disagree, I'd like to keep this. I from under my cloak, I pull out the frozen hand and just flex the fingers.
Okay.
Excellent.
Then
I put it back under my cloak.
We'll make some sort of statement to the crew. My concern is that they may associate that with the captain. Not that you wouldn't make a fine captain, but yeah.
I shrug.
Someday.
I ain't planning on killing you to take captainship, so
I appreciate that.
just getting that out now. That seems to be how the last captain went.
Well, to be fair, the officers elected me captain even before we knew anything had happened to Frozen Hand. We didn't come upon him until much later.
Yes, I know that very well. That was that.
So,
And I think it's probably fair to say that after the funeral for Frozen Hand, there's a lot of people who, like, as you're passing by, Wesley will say, like, Captain, and it's a little bit different this time. You can tell it's not like Captain, it's like Captain. You know,
it's
Except
more
for
like
past
captain as opposed to acting captain.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
6, did you have any cold resistance to begin with?
Yes, I had 3 cold resistance to begin with. I have half level currently.
You're gonna be so resistant to cold right now.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, I think we're gonna close out the stream. So say
All right.
good night, Pungeonmasters.
Thanks for coming out,
Good night.
everybody.
Punch
night.
Masters. Good night.
Great session, Tevis.
Adios.